Hey, this is Redban, and you're listening to the Death Squad Podcast Network. This episode of the Ice House Chronicles and all the podcasts of Death Squad can always be found on our website, deathsquad.tv. I just came back from Columbus, Ohio, and opened up some shows, did some guest sets with Bert Kreischer in Dayton, Ohio. And I just want to say thank you to everyone that has come out and supported Death Squad and Bert. There was a lot of people there wearing the Death Squad t-shirts, met a lot of cool people, and the whole Death Squad Ohio team is, they're amazing people. So I want to thank you guys and thank for everyone that came out to that. Also, the Death Squad t-shirt, the new t-shirt, is on sale right now at deathsquad.tv. This is a limited edition t-shirt. Once they're gone forever. So we're sold out of mediums right now, but don't worry. There's a lot more mediums to come. So just check back in the next week or so. Also, I'm going to have a woman's edition of the shirt that should go on sale next week. So if you're a lady, hold out for a week, and I got some t-shirts for you. Also, the Death Squad sticker should be on sale anytime now, so keep on checking deathsquad.tv and click on Death Squad store to purchase the new shirt and future stickers. And thank you guys so much for the positive feedback. That I'm glad you liked the design of the t-shirt. I actually did it while I had strep throat, and I was very highly medicated, and I barely remember designing it, but I like it. So thank you. Also, if you don't want to buy a t-shirt, but you do a lot of shopping at Amazon.com, there's a way you can help Death Squad out. If you go to Death Squad and click on the shop button, that will open up Amazon like normal, but anytime you make a purchase using that link, we get a few pennies every time you spend $1. Also, if you guys can please help us out, we need help on iTunes. Subscribe to us and rate and review our show. Also, if you got any Apple stores near you, go to Apple stores and subscribe to them on the Apple Store computers and take photos of you doing it, and tweet me it at Redban, and I will give you a retweet there. And now, here is a brand new episode of the Ice House Chronicles. Waiting for the break of day.
He is very political. Very, very.
Hey, this is Redban coming to you live from the Ice House Comedy Club, where once, sometimes twice a week, we do a live comedy show in one room. And in this room, we smoke a lot of weed, drink a lot of beer, and talk a lot of shit. If you want to go to a live comedy show, go to Ice House's website, icehousecomedy.com, and search for Death Squad. And today we have half of our crew here is here, and it's we're joined by somebody that I haven't seen in a long time. I'm so glad he's back, Johnny Pemberton. How are you doing, sir?
Hey, I'm great. I'm really good.
Yeah, there's microphones here. And sitting next to the beautiful Johnny is the beautiful Davey.
Oh, thanks for noticing.
Minus his male partner.
My male half.
Your male half.
My man half.
Your
Randy's not here yet. He's
Your
coming.
mouth.
He's out romancing the town, I heard.
It's Randy's anniversary with his girlfriend, Chelsea. They're
It's
out.
a randiversary.
It's their randiversary. Been
Sorry.
together. This is their seventh anniversary? Seventh, eighth?
No, it's not.
can't keep
I
track.
think it's
they've been
sixth
going
or
a long
sixth or fifth.
time.
When's he going to pop the question?
Sixth or fifth.
Oh, no, he's still waiting to pop a boner.
Oh.
Oh.
Ring a ding 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 ding.
That's the most uncomfortable question you could ask. It's like if they were both here, you say, hey, when are you guys going to get married?
Oh, yeah.
Sitting on the cross from me is Mr. TMZ. I've been seeing. It's so funny, Tony Hinchcliffe, H plus Hinchcliffe plus E, is that I saw the picture of Jeff Ross from the Roseanne roast, and I saw these beautiful two little kids underneath each one of his arms, shaved chest, football helmets on, and the first thing I immediately said was, that's Benji and Tony.
You nailed it. Yeah, it was so much fun.
Well, I heard that was a great roast. When is that roast even
It was
going to be on?
unbelievable. I was at the Sheen roast, and the Sheen roast was so much fun. But this was, man, it was really just well written and just so much fun. It was really awesome. Gilbert Gottfried closed it out.
Who is your personal favorite if you couldn't say Jeff Ross?
Gilbert Gottfried.
Yeah.
Gilbert's a phenom. He's just a freak of nature. He's been around, and he's just such an amazing performer. He's an absolute genius, and he killed so hard. They put him up last, and he just annihilates. It's so funny. He's unbelievable. And but the whole thing was really good. It was a lot of fun being, on the red carpet. We did that thing. It's been all over everything, and it's just been fun. I found some pictures. There was one thing that we were doing on the red carpet that was like we had a little Nerf football that you may have seen in one of them, and I would do this thing where I would hike him the ball, and he was the quarterback behind me, and he would say hut hut, and I wouldn't hike it, and he would slap my ass, and then I would hike the ball. And Benji would run up from behind, and he dressed as Paterno Jeff would hand off the ball to Benji, and as Benji ran by him, he would slap Benji's ass. Like, it was just so funny. It was
How
great.
do you dress up like Paterno? You just wear like a
coffin.
He wore khakis and white tennis shoes,
Okay.
a belt, a white dress shirt with the blue and white striped
Right.
tie, and a blue sports jacket like a coach would wear with a white P on the chest.
Okay, yeah.
And then he had glasses.
White pea. That's what he got in trouble for.
Here's a photo of it. This is not this is not actually the photo that I saw, but it's better because we can see Tony's beautiful nipples closer up.
And then
That is
earlier on in the day,
tasteless.
I thought, you know what? Make it more realistic. It's some eye black.
Now, did you shave or are you just that?
It's
Japanese?
so funny you ask. I have no body hair other than my bushel of pubes. I have no body hair. I did not have to shave a thing. However, Benji there actually took the time to shave his entire body, legs, chest, and hair. And he's one of the
really hairy.
He's a Moroccan Jew. I mean, he's a very, very hairy.
A lot of
young
moles
man.
too. Like myself, he's got a lot of moles, a lot of things to look after.
A lot of precancerous.
Yeah.
Precancerous situations.
And sitting next to Tony, of course, we're joined by the fabulous PeteeC. How you doing, Petey?
All right, man.
Petey, you're about to go on an adventure.
That's right.
You want to talk about that?
We can. I don't care.
So you're about to have a new lady. You're about to go to Florida, and you're about to drive her out.
Yep.
In a mood. She's going to move in with you, I'm guessing.
Yep.
What was this, like an internet thing? Did you meet her on the
Yeah, I
internet?
met her on the internet, and she's probably listening right now.
You've
really?
met her before, though, right?
No.
You
Well,
haven't?
no, I have. Yeah, she was out here
Okay.
for like the last 10 days.
God.
Oh, wow. And
Was-
it struck up,
Yeah.
like sparks flew,
Yeah.
amazing sex.
Yeah, all that good stuff.
But those 10 days, that was the first,
When-
huh? That was it. That was the top of the, that was the beginning?
Yeah, she's awesome.
Nice.
She's awesome.
Wow.
It's really cool.
That's really cool. That rarely happens that fast.
Rarely happens.
And I hope you have babies soon because I want to watch this.
Cool. You can be the
I
godfather.
want to see them really slowly grow up on your on your weed sperm. Really slow growth pattern.
That makes him really fast.
Yeah, yeah.
It does. It's a misnomer.
So Johnny, what have you been up to? So I see you all the time in movie trailers
Yeah.
now and TV, and I just watched you on Funny or Die under a Born Identity parody.
Yeah, I just wrote that a long time ago, and we got to finally shoot it with Parker Posey playing like a Pam Landy kind of character. You've seen the movies.
How was Parker Posey, man? How was working with her?
She's great.
She's just always been one of those girls to me that I just want to bite into.
She's great. She's super fun to work with, really creative. I mean, it's only a couple hours, so, but she was great. Her dog took a shit on the floor, but she was apologetic about it, and she used the script to pick it up. So that was we were done with the script by then, so it wasn't any disrespect at all.
No disrespect
Very nice
to the
dog,
script.
great dog. It was a Saturday. I would shit on the floor too if I was a dog on Saturday. So, yeah, I've been doing that, and I did. Yeah, that's about it.
So
man.
do you have like a magic connection with Funny or Die, don't you? Where like you make a video and it's automatically like they're like, hey, we're
Well,
gonna.
I mean,
Or are you like
we shot the-
exclusive for them or?
no, my friend Ryan Perez, he's like one of their directors who works there, so he directed it, and yeah, so it was made for Funny or Die. Like it wasn't like a submission. It was like
Oh, okay.
an in-house production, you could call it. Except I'm the one element that's not in-house because.
It
I
it
did
looks
get-
like it has a nice budget almost, or at least
Oh,
it was
yeah.
filmed nice. And
You can do a lot of stuff now. You can trick shit.
Yeah,
you can make it seem like. That's the thing about those movies that we noticed, is that those movies they seem like high production value, but the way they look. It's all hand camera and it's all blue tinted. It's pretty easy to fake.
Yeah.
Could be just shot on like
Yeah.
a red camera, like Louis C.K.
It probably
show or
probably
something.
was.
Probably
yeah.
is just a
So
red
look-
camera on the go, on the fly.
I had a question about this scene right here where you're busting this glass. Was
Right.
this breakaway glass that you had fitted? They fitted into it, or was that actually like?
What do you think? Bro? I'm just curious. What do you think? You see this elbow here? This is the skinny white man's elbow. I probably was breakaway glass. I think
He's
it
got
was.
a skinny white man's elbow.
I don't quite remember, but I think it may have been breakaway glass. It was very fun to do that.
What was the movie trailer that I recently? Oh, you were in 21 Jump Street.
Yeah, 21 Jump Street. That came out. That came out a little while ago. I did something for this movie. This is 40, the Judd Apatow movie, and that's coming out in December. The trailer just came out for that.
What's it called?
This is 40. It's with Paul Rudd and
It's the non-sequel
yeah.
sequel to Knocked Up.
Oh, are you fucking
yeah.
serious?
Yeah.
So
Oh,
I
I'm
did a
gonna
little
watch
thing
this.
for that.
And if you guys are
It's a funny trailer.
available to go to a movie theater right now, go see The Watch, and you'll see Johnny Pemberton.
Yeah, you
in
can
that.
see me in that terribly reviewed movie, but it's a funny movie. It's really funny. I laughed. I had to not laugh.
Well, we
I
were
was paid
talking
to
on the
not
way
laugh.
here. Just keep in mind that like MacGruber was terribly reviewed, and that's one of
Yeah.
the funniest films of all fucking time.
And Will Forte is also in The Watch.
Yeah, it's got
and
the Forte. How bad can it be?
He is funny man. Very funny guy.
Yeah.
I loved MacGruber.
Me
Me
too.
too.
I really, I just absolutely loved it.
It's so great and
Yeah.
stupid.
Yeah,
It's like the dumbest thing in the world.
yeah.
Have you ever
It's
tried
so
to watch
funny.
some of those old Saturday Night Live movies that you just kind of fell
Like-
away into the darkness, like Pat?
Or
Like I
Night-
just watched Pat the other day, and I was just like, Jesus.
you
Do you know?
Really?
Do you know?
Like, what's the
do you know who did some
circumstances
script
and-
work? You know who did some script work on Pat? It's Pat, the
Who?
movie.
Who?
Quentin Tarantino.
Are you? How?
He was
some-
dating Julia Sweeney at the time. Did some script work on it.
Oh,
Wow.
my
Yep.
God.
He gave her cancer.
She gave her cancer.
That was a bad joke. That was a bad joke to say.
What do the circumstances have to be, Brian, for you to have to watch Pat? Like, are you by yourself? Is that during the day? Is that late at night? Are you? What's this? Like,
I'm afraid that the TV in my bedroom, the remote just gets lost every night. Like it either goes behind the bed, the side of the bed, in the bed. It's just always in the bed.
Are you at a hotel?
No, my house.
That's what happens to me in a hotel. Yeah. It's like,
Hey, Tony, can you see what that guy wanted real quick? Some guy just popped in, or Davey, or something. Sorry.
I think he just wanted to know if we wanted drinks or something.
Okay.
Just hospitality in this. This is a hotel room right now, right?
What was I talking
What's the
about?
name of this hotel?
You're
room
talking about
right now?
losing the remote.
Oh,
watching
the
his
remote.
Pat,
Oh,
watching
yeah.
bad
So
movies every
day.
I'm one of those people that like if a movie's on and I'm in bed and I can't change it,
You watch
instead
it.
of finding the remote, what's that?
I want to start the show.
Okay, instead of finding the remote, I'll just fucking watch whatever the fuck is on it.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you have a lineup for me? or-
Yeah, we'll just I guess use that lineup right
Oh,
there.
cool.
And I'll be in there in 5 minutes.
All right, sweet. I'll see you in 5.
Let's
See you in
watch.
5.
Let's watch this trailer for This Is 40.
I mean, I'm only in it for like a second.
He's in the
yeah.
second release trailer, the newest trailer.
I don't know if this is the second release trailer. Oh, this is number 1.
Number 1, go to number 2.
I think it's a number 1 as well, isn't it?
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, I don't
Are
know.
You number 1?
I only shot one day on the movie.
Have you
so.
been seeing strange things?
That's not it.
Nope.
All right.
What is that? What is that?
I'd love for
What
that
is
to be
that?
This Is 40.
Is that a TV show? What is that?
I don't know. No idea.
Tell me what that is. What is it?
This is 40. New trailer. This is 40 movie. Here we go. Watch
It's definitely for 40 people,
Trailer.
year-olds.
How old is Apatow right now? Is he in his 40s?
He's got to be. I think he does. I think it's probably why. I mean, everything he
mean,
does is semi.
How close to low 40s or high 40s?
Because your mom wants to be 38. Let's not mention it again.
On your form, you said you were born in 1974, but your paper, it said 72.
It's 1974.
Oh, wait. On your last form, you said that you were born in 1975.
I've been working on my rewrite.
I lie about my age, okay?
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
I know how old you are by counting the rings.
I've made a list. It's the do better list. We're 40 years old. If we don't do it now, when are we going to do it? Your eyes are kind of glazing over.
No, I'm processing it all.
We have to exercise every day.
I have turned your body into a boner machine.
Everyone gives you a boner.
Don't sell yourself short. Barb doesn't give me a boner.
We have to get more involved in school.
Your son said some offensive things about my daughter.
Oh, really? You better get her meds right.
Excuse me? Your kid is an animal. He insults my daughter again. He'll be so sorry.
You touched my nipple.
I got right below your shoulder.
I have very high nipples.
We have to have more patience with the kids. We have decided to cut back on all of the electronics we use.
What?
You need to get outside more.
You could build a fort.
Do what in the fort?
You need to develop your imagination. You don't need technology.
No technology.
Charlotte, put that down. We're in it together. We're a team.
I need you to look at something.
Can we just keep a small shred of mystery in our relationship?
I saw you have babies. Payback time.
That looks pretty good.
Trailer number 1.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. It's such a quick scene. It's like blink and you miss it. So
I'll watch it again.
I was only shooting on 1 day for that, or 2 days.
You think that the official website would have the second trailer on?
Well, I think that one's longer. Maybe I don't know.
Maybe it might be. Yeah.
So I need to rewatch that movie because I don't really remember anything about. Yeah, I don't. I don't remember. Wait, what's his Seth or Rogan?
Yeah, this is about the two characters that are like the sister of Katherine Heigl's character and her husband.
And there's a lot of people in that movie.
Yeah.
Who you don't? Megan Fox is in that movie. So is
John Lithgow, right?
I think so. So is Charlene Yee.
Yeah, Charlene Yee making her return.
Who else? I mean, I think pretty much everybody from the first one. I mean, I haven't seen it yet, but
Right.
I think that a lot of people are coming back.
Have you ever done that though, like with the mirror where you're sitting there looking at your asshole because you have a hemorrhoid or something crazy in it? I do that shit all the time. And the best though is when you're at a hotel and you can like lay on that love couch of a counter that's in front of the window. You can just really get.
You can really look.
You really see everything.
You can really see everything.
I haven't done it. I guess I should do that. I should put that on my list.
You never looked at your asshole before?
I have not looked at my asshole yet.
Really?
But I also have all kinds of weird bowel problems. So I've done other things that no one else has ever done. So, yeah.
As far as what? What do you mean? Like,
Yeah, you can't just say that.
You want me just to talk about Davey? You want to talk about enemas right now?
Oh.
Hey, I had an enema once. We talked about. I had a barium enema one time. I had to have a doctor. Yeah.
I've had a barium enema. I've had to eat barium too.
You had to eat barium?
You had to drink it because if you get like a you drink the barium solution.
Right back.
Okay, see you.
See you, Redban. Redban's out of here. Everybody.
He's out, temporarily out. We'll be back. WWBB.
WWBB. You're listening to WWBB here on DeathSquadTV.com.
You drink the barium, and that way they can see your insides on an X-ray.
Okay, yeah, I know that's what the purpose of the barium is, but they're looking at the higher part of your digestive system, like.
I had a bowel blockage once.
Yeah. So your entire gut system is just kind of like on the fritz, or
no? Just you know about this. You know exactly about.
I know about your butt problems. I didn't know about your top problems.
It's not a top problem. It's a butt problem.
Okay.
But at some point, those two things meet. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, in the middle, right there, right below the stomach, right?
If you have a bowel blockage, it means that someplace in your bowels is blocked, and you can't get it. To see it, you have to go from the top. So you drink the barium solution, which isn't that bad. It just tastes like Pepto-Bismol.
Yeah, chalky.
And they look at you,
liquid. The
thing. But you know what the weird thing is about? I think that solution unblocked them.
Really?
Because they did this weird thing. They have this little. It's like a little tennis racket kind of thing. That had, I'm not kidding. It's this really weird thing. It's such a weird.
I had that done when I was like, a kid.
Had a barium exam.
Yeah.
Everybody has it done with their kids.
They put that paddle underneath your chest where it pumps up like a little ball to push your shit around. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you mean inside you, where the little ball fills up?
No, not inside you. Man, you're so confused, Dave. That's an angioplasty.
No, because I've only gone up through my ass. I only had a barium enema.
Right.
To check out. They were looking for polyps. And then there was something blocking it. No, they put a thing in there to block it from coming out because they didn't want the liquid to come out.
Okay, I think that's a different thing.
As soon as they let it out, I had to go to the restroom real quick and just spray out of my ass all the barium
enemas.
juice.
Enemas are no good. Enemas are truly horrible.
The doctor doing the enema on me was the father of this girl I had a super crush on in high school.
That's always good.
And we were all in theater together, so he's always like, "Oh, so you're still doing plays?"
Was he talking to you while it was going on?
Talking to me while it's going on, as if we're on very friendly terms.
I had a doctor. I've had every gastrointestinal doctor I've ever had has always done that thing where they're talking to you while giving you a procto.
Yeah,
it's like
you're not a dentist. You don't need to keep
fucking
you comfortable.
talk right now.
Yeah.
But to them, it's just sort of par for the course. I think I need to stop saying par for the course.
Is that
there needs to be a
cliche with you?
needs to be a new analogy. No, what's it? No, it's not an analogy. What is that called? A saying, a thing. It's
A
not par
cliche?
for the not par for the course.
Par for the course.
I also want a replacement for there's some other goddamn great thing to say. You know? Oh, preaching to the choir needs to be updated.
Really?
Don't you think? Preaching to the choir is like.
I suppose. I mean, they've been around forever.
Because no one goes to church anymore. No one's in a choir.
Preaching, tweeting to the masses. You're
you're
tweeting
like-
to your followers, or
Exactly.
tweeting. Yeah.
You're tweeting to your
Stop tweeting to the followers.
Yeah, but that's too updated. That makes it sound shitty. You know what I mean? That sounds like gross.
Stop retweeting your followers or something like that.
I don't know.
What's
Kill
the
me.
new one? Because
Kill
in
me
like
dead.
2 years, nobody's going to be on Twitter. It's going to be like a cliche saying.
Yeah, we'll be having a community farms.
Do you remember that movie Greenberg that Ben Stiller was in? That
Never
Noah
saw that.
Baumbach film takes place in Los Angeles. Really good Los Angeles film.
Who's the Noah? Who made
Noah
who's
Baumbach.
Noah Baumbach.
Yeah, he co-wrote that movie. The Royal Tenenbaums kind of based on some of his life.
Right.
He co-wrote
But
that.
what is his like movie that I would know? I don't know that movie.
I
I know the name though. I definitely know his name.
He did Kicking and Screaming, that
Okay,
90s film.
I saw that.
The 90s film, not the Will Ferrell comedy
Not
about
the one with
soccer.
Catherine Keener.
Yeah,
I like that.
That one, that's a Noah Baumbach.
It was a
That
nice
like his
adult
first one.
movie.
Well, he's like one
Nice
of those.
adult
He
indie
likes
film.
he likes to have people talking a lot. He does a lot of dialogue in his
Right.
films, not a lot of action. But in this Ben Stiller film, he's talking about because it's a guy from New York comes to Los Angeles. He had been to like a mental institution. That's just part of his problem. He's got a lot of anxiety.
Right.
He's there to kind of rest and kind of get his feet back on the ground, start preaching to the choir. You know, go par for the course.
Preaching to the choir, par for the course.
And at some point, he's complaining because there's a college party that happens in this house that he's watching because his like niece comes in.
Right.
And she's from college, and all of her friends come in. And he starts complaining about like how kids are today.
Kids.
And it's legitimate complaints from a guy his age, I suppose. But like he starts talking about MySpace, and I was like, oh god, this movie's so dated.
Yeah.
You know, like they include MySpace. You can't say MySpace. You can't say Facebook.
You can't.
say
But you have
Twitter.
to, though.
I
You
I
have
don't
to.
know. Just start making movies that take place in the 80s, so you don't have to.
If you're gonna make a
Start
movie
making
that takes
movies
place,
that take place like years ago.
Okay, well,
so
like-
you don't have to, or come up with a fake website so that people can be like, yeah, there's going to be social media for a long while, probably forever.
I don't think there's anything wrong with having a dated movie because it just sort of.
I don't know. It takes you out of it for a second because then you're like, you immediately start thinking like, oh yeah, MySpace. Oh, did I delete that?
Takes you out of it.
Takes me out
Takes
of it.
you out of it.
Well, I mean,
Good
or
luck-
have a much better
Shit.
story.
Good luck taking me out of a
Greenberg's a good
movie.
film.
I can't be taken out.
He gets sucked into it. You get
I've got
sucked into it. when
such
you
a
do it.
high. My suspension of disbelief muscle is very strong.
Did we go see together? Did we see Drag Me to Hell?
We did opening
We did?
night.
Oh my god, that was
fucking
one of
awesome.
the greatest fucking audience experience I've ever
Sam
had.
Raimi. Sam Raimi, one of the greatest directors of all modern time.
Yeah, let that guy loose to do anything he wants to, and it's going to be a great, great film. Drag Me to Hell.
I think
Go rent it.
A Simple Plan is still one of my favorite movies. A Simple Plan is.
Oh yeah.
That's the one movie I actually like Billy Bob Thornton in.
You don't like Billy Bob Thornton normally?
Not normally, no.
I was watching.
Because normally he just sort of plays himself, which is kind of a douchey.
He's been pretty much typecast. I don't even know if that's him. I think it's just like a note that he's learned how to hit, and people
What?
just
To be a douchebag?
well, like that Bad Santa kind of grumbly.
Okay, Bad Santa
it's
was
kinda
good.
like it's
Bad
kind of
Santa
like
was great.
Tommy Lee Jones is always typecast as that character.
That's fine. To me, typecast is awesome.
I mean, yeah, I
Good
suppose.
luck.
Like, and then people start writing stuff for you,
Yeah.
or you get known for that, so you're constantly getting work. But
It's such a funny idea that
at the same
typecasting
time,
is bad.
well, but at the same time, like we don't know if he's like that, you know, in real life. Like, who
Well,
knows?
yeah, we do because we've seen him in. Have you seen interviews with him when he's talking about his band?
No.
Oh man, he's had some. This is a couple years ago. He was an absolute dick to this Canadian reporter.
Really? Oh
And-
yeah, I do remember
yeah,
that.
He was a
People
total
talk about
dick.
that.
That's because he doesn't. He's not. I think this is my theory about a lot of actors like Johnny Depp or him or George Clooney.
Mm-hmm.
I secretly think, maybe not George Clooney, but I secretly think a lot of them are pretty dumb, but they're smart enough to know not to talk too much. So there's this thing where when they get in a situation where they have to talk, they end up making a fool of themselves because either they take something the wrong way or they just don't know what to say to how to describe something and they end up seeming like an idiot or an asshole.
Yeah.
That's my theory.
Yeah.
But I think it makes because it's. I think Johnny Depp might be good, but I think he's smart enough to know not to talk.
Yeah. Or to steer the conversation
Yeah.
into some way that he knows how to.
When's the last
some
time you
topic
heard
he
that
knows how
guy
to talk about.
speaking extemporaneously? Pretty rare.
You mean at like the market or something like that?
Yeah,
Like,
you don't see.
when we're hanging out at Gelson's
Yeah.
together.
Hey, man.
I don't think he's allowed in any. The reason why he's not in Los Angeles anymore is because he can't constantly have a cigarette in his mouth.
Right. He also he's basically Jack Sparrow now, right? I think that's what happened.
That's his thing. He turned into. He fell into the role. He got lost in it.
He didn't know who to be, and so he's like, "It's easy to be Jack Sparrow."
Yeah.
God, I want this light. We're just talking about films now.
Talking about movies. You got movie talk.
Film chat.
Tweet us at
Film
Ice
chat.
House Chronicles.
Really? Is that a hashtag?
Go on Twitter. Go on MySpace.
I'm checking out my phone right now. I'm ready. I'm looking at it. I'm waiting for someone to disagree
Anybody
with
talking
me.
about us?
What's that on your phone?
This is my phone case.
What is it?
It's a camouflage phone case, and it's got a little cat covering the Apple logo. Nerd balls.
These are the things that concern us.
Yeah.
Why is it camouflage?
I love camouflage, man. I
Love that shit.
I had to not wear a camouflage shirt tonight, 'cause sometimes I'm like, I feel like I always want to wear camo, but sometimes it attracts too much attention, too many questions from people.
You mean in their minds when you're on stage?
Yeah, or just in general. Like, people are like, well, why are you wearing that? Or
Why
what
would
is
you
that
do that?
about?
That's not
I wondered why you had it on your phone.
I just
If
fucking...
you had it all over your body, I definitely would have asked.
Man. I just like camo. I mean,
Do you like
camo's-
shooting guns, Johnny?
Not really. I don't have any guns. I wouldn't mind having a gun, but I don't have any guns.
What gun would you get if you wanted one? I think we talked about this.
Yeah.
Isn't there one
Yes,
particular
World War-
rifle?
I would want to get one of those M1 Garands from World War II.
Yeah, man.
Not a lot of use. It's not a very useful weapon. It's not much of a weapon. It's more of like a go out to Grandpa's back 9 acres and shoot some old milk bottles.
We should go to the gun range downtown sometime.
I've never been.
I went there with Katie Crown the other day on Monday
Katie
or
Crown,
Tuesday.
comedian,
Katie Crown,
performer.
Look her up.
Look up Katie Crown.
She's great.
Did you guys have a date?
What?
That sounds like a gun date.
Oh, it was no. Well, this is the thing. We looked around and everyone there. It was
a date?
It was a nerdy guy and some hot girl that they came with.
The gun range. The gun range.
So strange. We shot a high-powered revolver and
What
then
kind?
I can't remember the specifics.
Was it a Magnum?
It wasn't a Magnum. It was just under a Magnum. We
Was
looked
it
at the
a
Magnums.
45?
Nah, because it was bolt. Because I've shot some guns with my father
Was
before.
it bolt action?
Bolt
A
action.
bolt action handgun.
I don't know enough about handguns.
I don't know that
And then
much
we had
either.
a semi-automatic, pistol.
Okay.
Just a little pistol. What was it? It wasn't a Glock. We wanted to go in with a Glock because Katie's a huge
Yeah.
fan of Wu-Tang, so she kept
Really?
on being like, "Can we have a Glock or a Gat?" And I was like, "Well, if it's a gun, it's a Gat."
That's the thing, is Glocks are actually kind of boring guns.
Are they?
Yeah, I was told that they're like the Volkswagen of guns, because they don't break that much. They're easy to fix.
The
They're
Nazis
kinda like,
used
they're
them.
like a workhorse.
Oh, they are.
Yeah.
Workhorse. Well,
They
that's
were-
kind
I
of
thought
sometimes
the, I thought the Nazis used Lugers, right?
yeah.
That's one of those phrases, like a workhorse.
Yeah,
Oh, there's another one. Or beating a dead horse.
Man,
Yeah.
it's so
No such
funny.
thing as
Dropping them.
I
Yeah.
say this shit, and I'm such a critic of it. Like, if someone says it is what it is, or if someone says at the end of the day, all things being equal, it is what that you basically have said nothing. You've said no words at all. You've just basically.
How about when people overuse "to be honest with you" like
I hate
a million
that.
times in conversation? To be
to be
honest with you.
listen. To be honest with you,
To be honest with you.
I think a lot of times people say that because they don't know what else to say because they have a small vocabulary
Honestly,
or
to be
something
honest
like
with
that.
you.
To be honest with you, I like cheese.
Yeah.
To
Really?
be honest, I'm not a big fan of cats.
I wouldn't have believed you, except you said to be honest.
You know,
with
to
me.
be honest with you, look, actually, it's a pretty good movie.
Actually,
That's the worst.
Actually,
Actually, it's pretty good.
you get
Actually, it's pretty good, which means, you know what? I think it sucks. I thought it would suck, but it's actually pretty good.
a lot of people told me it would suck. I went in with very low expectations. It was okay.
You got a lot of that for 21 Jump Street. Which
Really?
Yeah.
A lot of people did have low expectations
They did.
for that,
But
didn't
it-
they?
but
It was
it-
great. It was hilarious.
It worked out in its favor.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice to.
I walked out loving. I don't know if this was their attempt, but I
Right.
walked out with this feeling of like, oh my god, they fucking had so much disrespect for that television series, and they got away with just pissing all over it.
No, not really, not at all.
I know that wasn't their case, but I
It's
loved. Like I got the sense. Well, and you can't. If you guys want to see it
Yeah.
and you haven't seen it, there's a big spoiler thing that I'm not going to give away. But it's like, oh, well, they literally
Yeah.
just pissed on the series.
Yeah.
You know?
They did.
Not
I
literally.
think it's-
That's
yeah.
another word that you
No.
shouldn't probably use all the time. They didn't literally piss on the series.
They didn't. Yeah, Davey, you fucked that up, man.
They metaphorically just pissed on the series.
Oh man, you know, I think my nose has stopped up. I hate when I have to talk on a microphone. My nose has stopped up because I become very conscious of my breathing.
Yeah.
And then like, I drank a ginger ale today, and I think it's making me sneeze. I think I'm allergic to ginger ale. Yeah, I feel like John McCain right now. Like the slightest thing causes a problem to me. Remember that like 20 years ago when he had to stop his campaign because he had a cream soda that made him feel lightheaded or some shit.
Oh man, was that during when Clinton was running?
That was during the Straight Talk Express, probably during when Kerry was running. I don't know. I just remember John McCain had to lay down because he drank a cream soda.
Yeah, his stomach's a little hurt.
My stomach's a little bit. In Arizona, it's so dry, and the cream is. Is that a good John McCain impression?
Yeah. That's pretty good.
Bad.
John McCain.
Give me an impression. What should we do? Should we do impressions?
Yeah, I've got a good one loaded.
What should I do? Name out a person.
You should do
Tony Hinchcliffe.
There you go.
Tony Hinchcliffe is right.
What's
here.
that, buddy?
Impression.
Nope.
This is a low-key PeteeCast.
Yeah.
Low-key PeteeCast, talking about movies, talking about politics. What do you guys think? Please call in 1-800
6412 how
1-800-6412-96
how. H is what on the keep. Do you want to talk about that stuff we saved for the podcast?
I got into a Twitter war earlier, but I don't think I have enough time to talk about it.
No, there's the other thing about well, this is sort of off of that, but about how you get there's like a feedback loop now, instant feedback loop. If you say something on stage, it becomes public policy. What you said, it becomes public.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you can't say that.
Literally just got off stage.
If you fail on stage, or if you say something kind of offensive that you just didn't quite work out the joke for yet, if you're trying new stuff on stage, people immediately get offended and judge.
It hits the fucking stratosphere as opposed to like dying where it lay.
Yeah.
Or laying where it dies.
It's really interesting.
It sucks.
People are, this apology thing, and just how are people supposed to be creative?
Exactly.
I don't know.
They have to take chances. I mean, with you and
Randall?
Randy,
yeah.
It was experimental and fun and wild.
Don Barris,
and here's another great example
Barris
of that.
is here, yeah.
Hey, down.
Welcome.
What's happening, guys?
The great, prolific, the one, the only, from Windy City Heat, from Jimmy Kimmel Live, ladies and gentlemen, it's Powerhouse and Tony Hinchcliffe mentor, Don Barris.
Are you really mentoring Tony
Oh,
Hinchcliffe?
thank you. That's my main thing that people talk about.
They pulled a little Brody on you and made it about me in the end.
That's not a
new
good.
kid.
That was
This
good.
new kid coming up got a lot of Don Barris in him. Have you guys seen the Brody Stevens web series?
Yes, I have. What'd you think?
I really, really liked it. I watched all 6 of them in one sitting.
I know it. Me too.
The thing is, they hit the big conflict in the second episode, which you'd normally think they'd build up to it, and then so you're like, oh, how are they gonna like crawl up from this? And then the other episodes are just crawling up from it. Yeah, but I remember that event happening when they thought they were wrapping up filming.
Exactly.
And so they must have done a hell of a lot of.
On the lineup, they have you next. Do you want to?
I'm after Thibault.
Is Thibault
here?
Thibault's not here yet, though.
Thibault's with me. He's there too.
Oh, okay, cool.
He went in there.
Oh,
what's the name of this podcast?
Ice House Chronicles.
Ice House Chronicles.
Oh, I want to make sure they got it right. Because I'm here. Hello, everybody. I hope everybody's good out there. I'm here to keep it going. I see Pete over there. Pete.
What's up, buddy? What are you doing?
I'm just texting this out, and then I'll.
You go to Redban's and retweet it. It's got the link.
Retweet that shit.
I'm gonna retweet it too.
Motherfuckers be retweeting.
We were talking about how with social media and with everybody having this access to reaching out to everyone, it's becoming extremely difficult to try things experimental on stage that aren't quite worked out. May be offensive if you haven't worked it out properly.
Fail.
Like people will, like your intent might not come through. It's easier to fail and people to talk about how either embarrassing or offensive it is, and how much of a drawback that is for comedians and artists altogether.
You think so? I think just the absolute opposite. Like right now, no matter what, I'm going to go out. I'm going to take somebody from the audience. I'll select somebody because I'm up after Thibault.
Yeah.
I'm going to eat her pussy on stage, and no matter how much preliminary stuff you have, people are going to like, oh, he's going to eat the pussy on stage. But you know what? Still, no matter how much they talk about it, it's still weird when they finally see it.
How do you set up for something like that on stage?
Who wants their pussy eaten?
Okay,
and then you'll have about 4 or 5 girls that raise their hand.
Woo!
and then I'll take one up there and I'll do it. Do you talk? I smell marijuana in here. Who's been smoking pot?
Some of it.
Wow, this is crazy. I didn't realize there
there
was going to be pot in here.
There's some right there.
Oh, I'm completely against it.
Just some flaxseed.
Riddled with marijuana.
So what else are you guys talking about? That's what you're talking about?
Well,
I mean, movies,
talking about some. Yeah, but we don't want to talk about it
basically been talking about movies.
Movies. All right,
Yeah.
let's talk about movies. All right, name 3 movies that everyone should see.
That everyone should see?
Yeah.
You go first, Davey.
Oh, God. 3 that everybody should see?
Yeah.
Brazil, The Exorcist 3, and The Ninth Configuration.
Damn, that's
Exorcist
quick.
3.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the Ninth Configuration.
Ninth Configuration. Well, that's kind of a cheat because Exorcist 3 and Ninth Configuration are both William Peter Blatty films, but they're
All
terrific.
right.
And
Can
a lot
I
of
give
people
3?
haven't seen them. Yeah.
Go for it.
I'll give 3. All right. The movie Happiness.
Yes.
Are you familiar with that?
Yeah, Todd Solondz.
Yep. All right.
The best. That was
Todd-
such a nerd double.
Yeah, Todd Solondz.
Todd Solondz.
I was actually when I was told to watch it, I was told you're going to laugh at things that you'll regret laughing at later.
Yeah.
Like, oh, why am I finding that funny?
Yeah, absolutely.
Very true. Another one, Todd Phillips' first movie. Can you name it?
Is it Sick?
Nope.
No. What is it? The G.G. Allen documentary?
Hated. The
Hated.
GG.
Okay,
Yeah,
there we
it's
go.
a great documentary, and that
Yeah.
was his first movie.
Yeah. Did you ever see his documentary that they never aired on HBO about the frat house?
No.
I think it's called Frat House.
Oh.
That'd be a good name for it.
The
If it's
G.G.
about
Allen
a frat
one-
house.
Yeah,
Todd
it's like an hour
Phillips.
long. It's not as uncomfortable as the G.G. Allen one, but it's pretty damn uncomfortable.
Why?
Because he's going through initiation into a frat house. The only way they'd allow him to film initiation is if he, as a filmmaker, went through it.
I love that the frat guys got him to do that. Like,
Yeah.
no, man, look, we have a lot of integrity.
And there's some insane shit that makes you question a lot of things about stuff.
That's
A lot
tough.
of things about stuff, you know?
Shit about things.
What's your third one, Don?
Well, let me think. What was a good third one? Happiness. Let's go with Windy City Heat.
Windy City Heat,
yeah. Yes, everybody should.
Yeah,
there we go.
There we
Windy
go.
City Heat, yeah.
Absolutely. All right, there you go. There's 3. All right. So what else are you guys talking about? Who's leading it right now?
No one's.
Because I need to get a drink of water.
Well, go,
Okay.
go get a
I'll do
drink,
my
bro.
3.
Get a
Dying
drink
of
of
thirsty.
water.
Yeah.
Get a drink of water.
I'll
Johnny
do a
will
slow
give his
3. I'll say Breaking Away.
Breaking Away is
I
good.
think that's pretty fucking amazing movie.
Yeah.
Breaking Away. Shoot. Damn, Davey. What movies do I like? I don't even know,
What
man.
movies do you like?
I don't even know anymore.
Return of the Living Dead.
I like Return of the Living Dead, but
That's
I
a
don't like
good
it that
one for
much. I
people to
like Dead
watch.
Alive. I don't
Dead
like
Alive.
it that much. I like Return of the Living Dead.
Have you ever seen Man on Wire?
I haven't seen Man on Wire.
I
That's
love that.
That's a
documentary.
That's the guy.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that.
Philippe Petit.
I guess I like Triple X a lot.
Triple X?
Yeah, it's a pretty great movie.
That's good.
Porn?
It is good. No, it's a movie with Vin Diesel.
Oh.
Vin Diesel.
It's kind of a bad movie, but it's also kind of amazing.
Epic.
It's like the last movie with big special effects.
Anyone
of
like
that style?
Any movie lately? Raid? Do you like Raid the Redemption?
I liked Raid. Raid was pretty fun.
Yeah.
It was pretty damn cool. I don't even know, man.
Probably a movie you should see on a big
This is
screen.
you know, actually, I have a list. I got a list.
Do you really?
I do. I got a list.
Of movies?
Yeah.
That you want to watch or that you love?
That I like are my favorites.
And a
I had to make
backpack.
this-
A list
Wow.
and a backpack.
I had to make a. Yeah, I always have a backpack. I like having a backpack. I don't know. I'm starting to look like a crippled person or something because of the backpack.
There's no fucking water here.
There's no fucking water here.
What, is there anything in here besides?
I think we've been, Brian's been slow on stock and shit lately.
Slow on the
I
uptake.
could go for a beer.
There's another phrase.
Yeah, we
slow
should
on
have
the
waitress
uptake.
in here. Get some.
Slow on the uptake's nice though. It's not like any kind of a cultural reference, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
Man, I don't know my movie list. It's gone. God damn it.
What's in there? Tell us what's in there. Let's just read
This-
something.
This
Yeah,
is
what
like
is it? Yeah.
just as joke stuff. I have my favorite words.
What are your favorite words?
I feel like I shouldn't tell these words.
Okay, don't tell the words.
I'll tell 6 of them.
Okay. 6 of your
yeah,
favorite
6.
words.
Reticent.
That's a good one.
Catalog.
Catalog, just because of how it looks?
No, the way it sounds.
Okay.
Estuary.
What about ossuary?
Germain. And Thunder. There you go. That's all I'm doing.
Estuary? What about ossuary?
What's ossuary?
That's a room of bones. It's
Really? I
a
didn't
bone
know that.
room. Yeah.
Whoa.
Listen to a lot of catacombs.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
How's it going?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's
Hello.
one of my favorite words, I guess.
yeah,
What sort of
man.
movies? Gonna try to figure this out for you. What are your favorite types of movies? Horror? You got action?
dude, I don't
You
know,
like
you know.
you like action a lot.
I like all kinds of movies.
Yeah, you do.
I think
You're open-minded
I
kind
did,
of
I
guy.
did enough. I think I did enough movies.
Okay, there you go.
I did enough.
Triple X and Breaking Away.
That's it. That's all I got. Danielle.
That's it?
That's all I can think of right now. The third one, I feel like I don't know.
It's hard to rank them because
I'm gonna
there's so
say
many,
one
like,
that's
good
not as good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, how about probably King of Comedy.
King of Comedy.
Yeah,
that's
there
a
you
good
go.
one.
King of
Scorsese.
Comedy. Yeah.
How's it going?
I'm good.
I'm Davey
Hello.
Johnson.
Hi,
I'm
Davey.
Josh.
I'm Johnny.
Josh.
Hey,
Johnny,
Josh.
We've done shows
Yeah, we have.
together.
I'm Don.
We have.
Don, how are you?
Nice to see you, pal.
Josh McDermott in the house.
You know, Josh, there's no
McDermott
fucking
here.
water here.
We're looking
That's
for it.
bullshit.
Is there
This
water
is a
on the
gl-
outside?
this
I'm
is
not
a
trying to
glass of
start
ice.
shit. I'm not
I
trying to
haven't touched
start
this.
shit.
This is a
Sounds like you're trying
Glass of
ice.
ice?
Yeah, I
Start
haven't
shit.
touched it.
You haven't touched it.
I haven't touched it except for the outside of the glass.
What'd you do? Did you drink out of it?
No, I was gonna put Red Bull into it, but they already put it into a glass, so I didn't have a chance.
Interesting.
It's just
Interesting.
ice,
All right, let's see how this works. There is a bottle of water over there, but I didn't want to. Okay,
but it's
so-
already opened though, isn't it? Oh, this is gonna sound good. Wow,
Wow.
that sounds like a. that
Wow.
sounds-
He loves water.
I do love water.
We should have
refreshing.
That sounds
recorded that
fake.
and sent it to Lucas Sound Design.
It was recorded.
Yeah, I want that as my ringtone.
That was a nice Skywalker Ranch
Yeah,
gulp.
good Skywalker Ranch gulp. Yeah, the Wilhelm gulp.
I have a new impression for you.
What's that?
This is the guy answering the phones at Skywalker Ranch.
Okay.
Hello, Skywalker Ranch. Hey, we got. What do you want? That's me. Okay, ready? Call me up. Ready? Call me up.
Okay.
Hello, Skywalker Ranch.
Oh, hey, how's it going? I'm looking for a specific lion sound.
Oh
within the-
yeah, we got all kinds. We got llamas. We got
What's a lion?
We got horses and we got burros. They're like donkeys, but they're different than donkeys.
Yeah, if I
like,
could just narrow it down to the purely lions.
Hey, do you want
we're
to
looking for the lion
Oh,
family.
we got like lions. Well, come up to the ranch. Hey, Skywalker Ranch, come up.
Well, if you could just send it in a file.
Yeah, I gotta go to the bathroom. Bye.
Hello? Hello?
That's it. That's all I
Hello?
got.
It's pretty spot on
Pretty
Yeah.
good.
from the
Red
times
Band's-
that I've called.
Yeah.
Redban's back.
He's back.
And I got a real problem here, Redban. Real fucking problem.
Yeah.
It's a thirst problem.
I came in here thinking, hey, I'm a little late coming to the podcast. Ran into some problems. So what I did is I went, instead of stopping to get something to drink, I thought, you know what? Redban always has that cold water in that fridge. And the fridge always a little bit cold. I went there now. No fucking water, dude.
Yeah, I tell you what's happened, man. I got sick, and so I've been playing catch up ever since I've been better. Like I'm like 4 days of not doing anything where I'm used to doing a million things a day. So
I don't think I've ever come down here when there's been water in the fridge.
well, that's because of you. I mean,
Oh,
how you doing, Josh? How you doing,
I'm
Don?
good.
Good
I'm
seeing
doing
you.
great. Thanks for
That's a
asking.
really good audience in there, by the way. So you guys are gonna have a lot of fun in there.
Hot audience, hot audience.
Hot audience.
It's a hot night.
It's a hot
Hot
night.
night.
did
out
the
there.
show started already?
Yeah, the show just started. The lineup, if you want to know it, is Don Barris is next, then Johnny Pemberton.
Johnny Pay.
I've heard of him.
What's he gonna do? What's Johnny gonna do?
What's Johnny going to do? I fucked around a lot tonight. I like most of my set was just fucking around and doing bits that I kind of gave up on, just fucking around trying to find something new.
Are they big Death Squad supporters?
A lot of all Death Squad. A lot of
All Death Squad.
Were you rewarded by your fucking around? Did it pay you? Did you win?
You know why they
Yeah,
support you?
it was.
You know why there's so much support? Because this network is reticent with the people.
It's reticent.
Yeah.
No, you mean it's
You could-
it's reticent.
It's
It's
reticent.
relevant. It's I don't
No,
know.
it's a reticent. It's
wanna hear-
you can catalog it with the people.
I thought reticent.
Estuary.
I thought reticent. I think you're using it wrong.
It's a very reticent podcast.
Reticent, like we're all holding back.
No. Does
Reticent.
reticent mean we're holding
I
back?
think reticent.
Resonates?
Not resonate.
Like we resonate? Is that
Resonate.
what you?
It is
you're
resonant.
No, I think it's a reticent. We're holding
Reticent
back.
means reticent. I think means you're hesitating.
Hold on, I'm checking. I'm getting a call from Skywalker Ranch.
Skywalker Ranch.
Hey, what's up, man?
Yeah, do you mind? We're having a little argument about words here.
Well, I don't know anything about that. I know we got lions, we got some bears, we got some horses.
Oh, well, yeah, like earlier I said, could we please have the lion
No,
sound? Just
that's
anything
okay.
in the lion.
The lion's den.
Anything in the lion family, not the den itself. We just need the rar.
All right, instead of that, can we do this? Hey, Redban, I'm gonna ask you this. Can we have a big dick contest?
Sure
We'll all
can.
take our pants down,
Yep.
show the camera our dick, and see who in the audience thinks who's got the biggest and the best.
All right.
Because somebody might have a fucked up penis,
Oh, man.
but it's bigger than the others. So let's go the biggest and the best.
I got a side hole.
Oh, no, you can't
right.
do that because of the...
Side hole?
Side hole?
No.
Redban, you start. You go
I don't
first.
want to take this. I don't want to do this.
I'm the host, so I you guys are my guests, so I wouldn't have to be first. I want to give it, I think we should go from youngest to oldest.
We got the Dr. Dre beats over there?
Of course I do.
Hell yeah. How long have you had those?
Actually, I've had them for a while.
You are the coolest guy in all the podcasts.
What do you use?
I do have them, but I don't want everybody to see them because I only have two pair, and I don't want everybody else in my studio to use.
Oh, yeah. Well, the ones that you're wearing are a nice $15 off.
Yeah, that's what I give to everybody else. By the way, can I tell you this? Yeah. If I may make an announcement, I have never been on more podcasts. As a matter of fact, the last 3 days. Wait a minute. No, I've been on 3 in 2 days.
Wow. You had Brody Stevens on your podcast recently.
I had Brody Stevens on my podcast, the Big 3 podcast, but I was also on Brody Stevens's that came out yesterday, and then I'm on this one right now. Look at this. It's Tony the Golden Pony. By the way, can I just say this? I saw something. You know how like you see your children grow?
Yeah.
When you see little puppies, or like when a cat catches his first bird. Yesterday I got to see something cool. My friend, my pal, Tony the Golden Pony Hinchcliffe. I had seen him from when he first came to the club, and he's given me many compliments about many things, but I always was in his corner. And yesterday I got to watch him on Jeff Ross's show, and he walks around like a damn producer. And you know what? So I told Tommy that over at the Comedy Store, the talent coordinator over there, and do you know what Tommy's response was? I will give you this if you can tell me what Tommy said.
Well, I've always said he's going to be... It's always been my opinion that one day Tony's going to be running a studio.
Bingo. He never changes it. He's got a few things on everybody.
Is that what he said?
Yes, exactly.
He just won't be able. He won't be satisfied just being a comedian. He's just going to first. He's going to make movies. Then he's going to buy his own studio.
But you know what's like really freaking cool, at least in and I think Redban will agree with this, is that right now you could honestly run your own studio. You started out small and let it grow.
You mean like start in like a bedroom of like a 2-bedroom apartment in Burbank, and then move into a comedy club, and then eventually buy the whole entire comedy club by one room at a time, because I just now have a second room in this whole entire comedy club, like something like that.
Parallel
I would
lives.
say exactly that.
Boom.
That's the reason I said it, because I'll tell you this, is all along I thought Redban was the smartest fucking dude alive for doing that, because he saw the future, and now a young Tony the Golden Pony Hinchcliffe can follow those same paths.
And next thing you know, Tony, you're running Skywalker Ranch.
Yeah. Why not? You know what?
Well, I always said first the studio, then the ranch.
We should probably call the Skywalker Ranch right
Yes,
now.
they're not available, I think.
What is the name of the studio?
After hours.
Redban?
What?
What's the name of this studio?
Death Squad Studios.
Death Squad Studios.
Which is now an LLC and trademarked.
Ooh, when did that happen?
It happened when I realized that I have to do it. Because people are like trying to sue me and stuff like that.
You gotta incorporate.
Who's trying to sue you? Who's
some
dares try to sue
some
Redban?
Oh, from the show?
At Toad Flop.
What is that?
Nothing.
What's Toad Flop?
You're not allowed to talk about it?
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to give any attention to him.
Okay, but it's somebody who was a bad thing and they didn't have a penis and they're having a fight with
Right. And they're slowly creeping their way into the Comedy Store, I've noticed lately.
Really? You have to point that out to me. It's not that Aiko Tanaka, is it?
No, it's not Aiko. Where's Aiko? Actually, I just filmed a really hilarious video with Aiko the other day.
What'd you
do? I have no idea what this video is about. It's very fucking crazy.
Whose idea was it, yours or hers?
She was really stoned on meth, and
See, I've known her as a heroin user.
Well, she likes to mix them up now. She meth one day, heroin the next day.
The crazy thing, I don't know if you know who Aiko Tanaka is. She's a girl that's 6 months pregnant, and she can't drop the heroin.
But
that's really sad.
Wow, that's hilarious.
That's
so go ahead.
But she was really fucked up, and she was like, I have this idea for a video, and I'm like, wow, that's crazy. So we filmed it, and now I'm editing it right now, and it's like, it's pretty ridiculous.
What is it?
Give us a clue.
Ooh, I can't wait to see it. No,
the Brian Redban sex tape.
Hey, look at this. This is what I call my penis.
All right, so this is my penis, as you guys can see. And all right, it's your turn, Tony.
Okay, so how far until we have our big dick contest?
I just showed you mine.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
Okay, here's what we're doing. Everyone here is going to show their dick to the camera. We're going to have the audience vote on who has the biggest and the best.
All right, Tony.
Okay, so everyone else
Are
here
we
has
going to
done
hand
it.
out other awards like the Turtle Award? Like,
Yeah.
Shouldn't it be
you know
like
what I mean?
Browner the browner the better.
Shouldn't it be the biggest or the best?
Can I get a
I
fluff?
said biggest and the best. There's two awards.
Oh, okay. Oh, to two
Yeah,
awards.
but, and
okay.
I kind of described it before. Like
Okay.
you could have like this.
You could have
Oh, you should probably go up, Don.
uncircumcised-
You're probably up right
yeah.
now.
Oh, really?
It's
Maybe
like,
I should go.
it's like 2 minutes away, but yeah, Don, you have like 3 or 4 minutes.
Who's on right now? Thibault?
Yeah, Jason Thibault.
All right. Go up there.
Until I return.
All
I
right.
hope that I haven't bored anybody.
No, you haven't. And when you return, I have some breaking news to ask you.
Why don't you ask-
Heartbreaking?
Ooh.
What sort of breaking?
Let me just say this. Can I just tell
Ball
you something?
breaking?
That was really kind of a cliffhanger right
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
All right, so I'm going to do my
It's a Hinchcliffe
act.
hanger.
And what am I going to open with, fellas?
You're going to eat some
eating
pussy.
Pussy.
I'm going to ask for volunteers, and then I'm going to. So, we'll see what happens there, Redban.
All right, Don. So, Josh, how are you doing? Josh McDermott, star of Retired at 35.
35, man. I'm not 45. I'm doing good. I'm doing great.
What'd you do tonight?
I
Where were you?
I saw the Bourne movie.
Oh, cool. I need to go see that, man.
How was it?
How's Renner?
I don't know. I always
It was fun, right?
I wish there was a little more action. That's all.
Wow.
It was good.
What?
It's you know what? It's in line with the Bourne movies,
Wow.
but I would not like. It wouldn't be the top 3.
Oh, yeah. What are your top 3?
The others.
The other one.
I think they've only gotten better.
I mean, the story's there. I mean, it's kind of it's the
Yeah.
same guys. There's action and the fight sequences are great, but there's just not enough of it, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I mean that's kind of like close quarter fighting.
Yeah.
That like I want to see Jeremy Renner beat someone up with like a magazine or something. You know.
He always, whenever I see him, I always think that guy has never walked slow in his life.
Jeremy?
He always looks like he's always in a hurry,
Like he's
but
determined.
not going to run. Just like,
Yeah.
like he's always got that look.
Did you ever see that Dahmer movie he was in?
No.
That's the movie that kind of
Good
got
Burger?
him noticed. Dahmer, Jeffrey Dahmer film.
You've seen a lot more movies than I have.
It's this kind of independent horror film that he was in. I think it might have been like straight to DVD or something, but that's what got him noticed because he did really well in it. It's
Right.
really creepy and really gross to
He
sit
looks
through.
kinda like
It's
Dahmer,
not
I
a
can
terrific
believe
film,
that.
but it's the same as like you ever
Dahmer.
see Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer?
No, man. What do you do with your time?
I watch.
He watches
You watch
movies.
these movies.
I watch
Davey
tons of
watches
About
movies.
serial killers.
It's not. You're not like just throwing out movies. It was like, oh, I haven't had a chance to see that yet.
No.
You're throwing out shit we
No,
haven't even heard of.
I've seen everything that people haven't had a chance to see.
Yeah. Davey.
Henry Portrait of a Serial
Has
Killer.
the
It's really
chance
good.
to
Michael
see.
Rooker.
Michael, who's that? The director?
No, the guy who starred in it. He's in a
Okay.
lot of James Gunn stuff now.
Oh, the horror guy.
Slither, yeah.
Slither's a good movie.
Wasn't he married to the chick from The
Slither.
Office?
James Gunn was, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a weird. I don't know if this. Is
Who's the chick from? There's so many chicks from The Office.
What's her
Pam.
Yeah. What's her
Oh,
name?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Jennifer. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. He did a list for. I was working on this book. I was helping out with this book called The Book of Lists Horror. And the Book of Lists is a series of books where you go to celebrated people, like celebrities, and you ask them for a list of something specific they know about.
Yeah.
And this particular one was a genre book, so we asked like horror people about it. And James Gunn submitted a list that was about the best squishy, the best moments in film that prove how squishy bodies are, and the best film moments. And one that he listed was from Blades of Glory, where I guess there's the lotus kick or whatever they call it, where the guy's head gets lopped off. And the only reason he mentioned it is because he was like, my wife is in it. And then before the book was released, after it went off to be printed, they got a divorce. So it was like one of these weird, like, oh, no, like during all the like book reading.
That must have been
going on.
Good for it. No, I'm glad that happened because that dude, when I was dating Veronica, was like direct messaging her all the time, like, let's hang out.
Oh, James Gunn?
Yeah, and then once
Was
we
he-
broke
was-
up, they went on like 3 dates together. So
Oh, really?
Fuck James Gunn.
Oh, don't
Fuck that guy.
he's just a dude with a boner. All dudes with boners do that.
Fuck that guy.
At least it didn't last.
Oh, man. But what about the movie Super? That's good.
No, that movie fucking sucked.
What do you mean it sucks?
Super?
Dude, Super sucked. That chainsaw fucking video game he
haven't
had
seen it.
sucks.
I never played the video game.
Ain't seen it.
I don't even
Romeo
know.
and Juliet, that's good.
Ain't too proud of the bag.
I know. 3 Men and a Baby. You guys seen that?
Dude,
Yeah,
how
yeah,
scared
that's
were
a
you
pretty
at
good
the
one.
3 Men and the Baby Ghost when you first saw it?
How old were you when you saw it?
I saw it on, like, somebody told me in, like, middle school, and I went home and got my copy.
The VHS.
And
got
freaked my shit out.
It's not real, right? Isn't it?
No, it's a cutout. It's like a Ted Danson cutout they used as a prop for part of the film that then
they just put it in the... It's probably because it's like in a window with the curtain kind of drawn, but there's probably like too much light coming through there, so like, just put something there.
Yeah.
Right. Films.
Yeah.
It's still scary, but there were so many rumors about what happened to that kid. Like, he jumped out of the window, or
he hung himself. That was what I heard.
He was an extra, and he snuck his way out of the set and slit his throat.
Yeah. It's like the whole little people being killed on the set of Wizard of Oz or something.
That is
like
not
the one
true.
being hung. Yeah, you can never see. I've never once seen anything.
Well, don't you see like a light fall or something? That's supposed to mean that the person was...
I don't know. There's one where they say you can see the person get
just
hang
watched it,
themselves, get hanged by a
Randy!
lighting thing. There he is. There's Randy. And Chelsea came in. Brave.
He's got...
Gross.
Well, congratulations, guys.
Are you whiskey tripping? Are you straight whiskey tripping right now?
Straight whiskey tripping!
Whiskey tripping.
Just so you know, Don Barris put his dick on that microphone.
Oh, really? Lick it.
This one right here.
When he comes back in, we should just all say we showed our dicks and that he's the last one.
Yeah, he's the last one. Let's do it.
He's going to win.
And so far, we'll say that.
Yeah, he will.
Well, so far, we'll say Randy's is the smallest, and then Johnny's is the largest. No, Davey's the
Johnny's is the largest, but it's got a side hole.
Yeah, it's got
so the side hole. When I was a kid, I was told that that Randy turned down my headphones. When I was a kid, I was told that people who were retarded had a pee hole at the side.
Who told you this? And you believed it? Did you believe it?
Why wouldn't I believe it?
I don't know, because...
It makes sense.
You believe everything.
It makes sense.
It makes sense.
Doesn't make that much sense.
It makes sense to an 11-year-old or whatever. It makes sense.
It's
I
the
can
same
see that.
kid that believes
Who
that
told
there's
you
a
this
kid
when
and
you were
3 men
11?
and a baby
Yeah.
jumping out the
I
window.
don't know who told me. It was just... that's my headphones, Randy, but thank you. I needed.
It was mine too, though.
Oh,
I turned them both down.
Great, I love it. Now I can't hear myself breathing anymore.
Oh wait, so kids that are retarded have a side dick hole?
No, they don't. But
Randy,
but everybody else does.
It's a misnomer.
When I was a kid, somebody told me that Matthew Horoner, I think was his name, Matthew Horoner's mom had a blowjob machine at home, and I didn't know what a fucking blowjob machine was.
I did too. It was called my sister. Ladies and gentlemen, the team coming in right out the gate.
Yeah. I was gonna say it's a man,
but I believed a blowjob machine existed like well into my late teens. Like I didn't know.
Well, they have them now.
Well, yeah, but like that a mom would have it like in her den.
You should pull up that YouTube video of the blowjob machine in Japan.
No, thank you.
Oh God,
this is
it's like a
this is a hole that we'll never get out of. Don't do it.
The Japanese sex robot.
The rest of the podcast is going to be blowjob machine videos.
Blood pressure tester.
Oh,
you know,
God.
you just walk up to the machine, stick your dick in there, and it sucks you off. And
every pharmacy has one.
Right.
And like when the parents are shopping, the kids play with it.
Right.
So it's basically just a blood pressure cuff that you put your penis in.
Yeah, it's like Chinese finger cuffs.
Yeah, the video is funny.
It's easier to wipe clean.
I don't
probably
see this video.
There should be an entire podcast just called, do you realize that Japan's a lot different than the United States?
Have you heard Japan's diff?
Japan's different but similar in a different way. It's like America, but it's different in a way that it's like America would never do.
Similar diffs.
An alternate universe existing in the same space.
And everybody's got side dick holes.
This is what came up for blowjob machine on YouTube. Japanese blowjob.
I hope this isn't my demo reel.
That guy was on outsourced.
Let's fast forward here.
It's like an Iraqi glory hole where you can actually see the chick's face.
Wow. This is not good at all.
I'm mesmerized. I've been mezzed.
This is what you call being Zancu'd.
Man, people are loving the Zanku right now. They opened like one new location, like it's all anybody's talking about.
They keep opening, man.
They open a new one?
Where's the new one at? Where's the new one at?
I saw like Fairfax and Sunset or somewhere right around there.
That's the first thing I ate when
La Brea and Sunset, somewhere right there.
That's the first place you ate at?
I think it's the first place I went out by myself and ate at when I moved here.
Oh, it's pretty solid, I'm not gonna lie.
Doesn't that suck for people that don't know what Zanku is?
Zanku, you should know what Zanku is. Beck
If you
talks
listen to
about
Beck,
it.
yeah.
Google it and then read the big long article about the murders.
That's scary.
It'll
take over a whole night of your life.
What the fuck happened?
It is long and
The
deep.
owners of the restaurant, the guy went crazy and then murdered his mother in one of the stores, or like at least murdered someone in the store, and it was all caught on tape.
And like they were making like falafel out of her or some weird shit.
Yeah, they made garlic
I
sauce.
sent you the link.
Out of her
How long
skin.
ago was this?
What? This is about
90s, 80s, 90s.
No, I think it was
20 years ago. I think
2008.
A while ago.
2008.
It's
Which
not
one was
2008.
it? It wasn't the one in
2008.
Burbank, was it?
No, it was the original one.
Not 2008.
the
It was a
one
while
in like
ago.
East Hollywood.
It's
wasn't it?
yeah, on
Normandy
Sunset.
and Sunset.
Yeah, Normandy. That's right.
It's like it's still it's weird how it's split, because there's like sides of the family that are involved with that who are like I was the side of the family that got murdered and I wasn't, and now they still all own the business, but like the original one is owned by a specific person, and then like all of the new ones are owned by specific sides of the family.
Which is why the old one's nasty.
Oh, the old one is the best.
It's the best, but it is kind of it's got a little bit of grime to it.
Yeah,
you know?
the chairs.
Yeah.
I haven't
do
been to
like
the
it.
new one yet, but everybody keeps Instagramming like pictures of food from there.
That's so
That sounds
disgusting.
horrible. Yeah, that sounds horrible.
God.
You guys could Instagram me some more of those pictures, please.
I am
Yeah,
happy
exactly.
not to be on Instagram.
Me too, man. I think I have one picture on Instagram just to save my name.
I
Just
don't even have it at
I like
all.
it.
I'm on it, and guess what, guys?
loves it.
I went thrift store shopping, and I Instagrammed tags of shirts today.
Why? Why'd you
Well,
do it?
it sounds dumb, but listen.
I think there's going to be a good reason to it.
No, they just looked cool, and
You
when
don't
when you put a filter on it, it looks cooler. I really did. I'm sorry, guys.
I love it.
One of them said rad. One of them said gooch. And one of them said
Gooch?
Yeah, it's like
I read it as go ouch.
No, it was like
GOOUCH.
And then my favorite one was
Go ouch.
something. It was for like a little coat when it's like barely raining, and it was called the something drizzler. It was like
That's what I call my dick.
yeah. It wasn't something. I
Drizzler.
can't remember what it was, but it was like
thin-
McGregor Drizzler.
The sad drizzler. That's what I call my
Drizzler,
dick.
Yeah.
And it was like in
Ladies and gentlemen, Johnny Pemberton going to go tell some jokes to
Johnny
people.
Pemberton.
Soon to return.
Where
Don
are we in
Barris.
the lineup? What's it like?
We're after Johnny.
Okay.
I Instagrammed. I took
You guys
a
will
picture.
be on stage in 14 minutes.
I took a picture of my friend's ashtray, and it just had cigarette filters on there, so I Instagrammed it, put as many filters on it as possible, and said, hashtag just filters.
You know what? I saw that.
Just filters.
I saw that, and I'm getting it right now. I didn't get it.
You didn't get the
originally.
joke?
No,
No.
but that's the sign of a really good joke.
It's a good fucking
Yeah.
joke.
When you don't get it.
All my best shit. Nobody ever,
Oh man.
most of it's not even.
I had a great tweet that Davey didn't get until the next day.
The one we were talking about.
Yeah.
How did that go when you stood on stage the other day?
No, it was a different one. It
Okay.
was my new favorite restaurant, Alternative Patties. Really cool chick that dresses nice owns it, and they make a great garden burger or something like that.
I thought the joke of it was just the garden burger one. I was like, it's okay.
Because I like garden
Alternative
burgers.
patties? Yeah.
No, well, that's but it was like
Okay,
this lady Patty, and she
She's
dresses
an
cool.
alternative lady, yeah,
We get
yeah.
it. We get it.
And guess what? The patties aren't. They're not. They're.
I'm telling
Are you
you,
vegetarian?
it's
No.
the limits
It's
of.
just a
You
dumb
just
joke.
enjoy them? You really like them?
Not really. It's just a dumb joke.
Oh.
I'll eat a garden burger.
Yeah, I'll eat it like any other fucking man.
I like
I'll dig down into that
veggie
burger.
patties have cheese in them. Most of them.
Do they?
Like the Boca burgers are like the soy patties. I'm not so.
Have you ever
crazy
had a
about those.
Thai pizza?
What's that mean?
Where it's like the
Bow-
bread is
bow
made out
ties?
of like
Bow tie pizza, yeah.
sweet potato or something like that, and then it's like there's cheese and meat inside the bread. Like,
No.
Really?
It's
Where-
like
where at?
I don't know. Aiko was talking about it, but it's
course.
like she was describing it, and I was like, "Holy shit, that sounds like a million times better than any of the worst Pizza Hut, inventions ever."
There's
Having
a
meat in the
place.
bread?
There's a Korean pizza place in Koreatown called like Mr. Pizza or something like that.
That's what it is, I think.
Really?
Oh,
Because
is
they
it
have some
Mr.
fucked
Pizza?
up weird combos. They
I would
also
think
have
like they would
On
have a
Wilshire?
cooler name than that.
On
Yeah, I
Wilshire?
know.
They're
Yeah.
next. They're next to like Mr. There's like a Mr. Coffee and like a Mr. Alcohol. Or
But they
something
have
like
a
that.
pizza
There's
that
like-
has a scope.
They have a Mr. Alcohol?
I don't know if that's what it's called. But
God, it should be that.
There's
That's
like a
the
row,
best.
There's like a row of bars and restaurants, and they all have like Mr. and then it's the specific thing that they do in the title.
Like
It's
Mr.
really weird.
Fish.
But that place has a
Mr. Abortion.
has a pizza with a scone crust.
Really?
Yeah, that's fucking stupid. Like it's a pizza with like sauce, and then like the scone, like
God,
the
that
crust
sounds terrible.
is like the dessert. So it's like save savory, and then it's like syrup and scones.
Have you had it?
I just
It sounds terrible.
I read about it because I read a lot.
You just read menus a lot? You just go online and Google restaurant menus?
Yeah, I just
scone pizza, huh? Go
I'll
fuck
travel,
yourself.
I'll go to the place and I'll be like, "Can I see a menu before I sit down?" And then I'll just read it.
You just sit there
and get
like,
out.
Do you want
of there.
anything? No, I'm just reading.
No, I am busy reading. I feel that's a weird because you don't want to commit to a restaurant sometimes, and you want to look at the menu,
Especially when you're like in like the Cahuenga area where it's just restaurant,
Yeah.
and you're like on foot, and you're like, fuck, which one of these do I want to go to?
But then it's a weird, like, you feel like once you've read the menu, you're like more obligated now. So to really walk away is like I'm slapping you in the face as I walk away.
Have you guys done like the tour? And I'm sure you have, Redban. Like of all the new, there's like 12 new like expensive burger places. By expensive, I mean like the 10, 12, the Fufu burger and the Juicy burger and the Counter and
Stout. You ever eat at Stout?
No, where's that?
That's on Cahuenga.
Oh, I know where that is. Yeah, right by the Big Wangs. Yep.
Yeah.
I haven't eaten there. It's like a burger bar though, right?
Yeah, they have a really good off the menu item. Like it's not listed on there, called the
blowjob in the alley.
The blowjob in the alley burger.
The blowjob machine.
The blowjob machine in the alley burger.
I'll take the blowjob machine in the alley burger, please.
They got the truffle shuffle. It's a truffle burger. It's really good.
Oh, that sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
I ate at a nice restaurant tonight. I'm not gonna lie, guys.
It's a big anniversary night.
For all you listeners in Canada, here's another reference you won't get.
Google it. Just everybody get on Google and this at the same time.
But what we're doing is when anybody comes out here for Death Squad shows, now you know where to go eat.
Yeah, I'll take you out, depending on who
There's
you
some
are.
guys from Canada here tonight at the show.
Oh, really?
Oh, wow.
Well, I'll make sure to tell them about this place when I get on stage. It's called Son of a Gun, and it's a seafood restaurant. It's really amazing.
Really? Where?
It's on... Oh, shit. It's on...
Oh, shit, and what?
3rd Street, kind of towards Beverly Center. Have you ever heard of the restaurant Animal?
Yeah.
It's the same people who own Animal, but it's kind of a seafood, similar type of structure of a menu.
Oh, disgusting. What did you eat? So if people don't know, Animal is like one of those places they serve every single piece of the animal almost. Like the paws, you can eat like the paws of a cat.
They kind of like go crazy certain ways, but this is just like a pretty, just happens to be seafood. Not everything. They have a chicken sandwich that's really awesome. It's like one of the menu items that everyone's like crazy about. But we also got like ham and.
Did you guys get a bucket of beaks too for the kids?
Bucket of beaks.
The B&B.
No, we just got some real good stuff. You know, lobster roll.
Got a lobster roll?
It's pretty like it's not.
I love a lobster
roll. It's like fancy versions of regular stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
But they had some albacore tuna, raw tuna. Some stuff. It's just simple stuff, but like made really well.
That's like an interesting game in LA. It's like the restaurateur, that guy that like, because all these places go, they're hot for like a year or two.
Yeah.
Then they kind of turn to shit.
Mm-hmm.
Then
Yeah.
Then the black people take over. That's how the nightclubs are. Then the Armenians come. And then when the Armenians take the club over, you're about 6 months away from this thing getting shut down. Yeah. When all of a sudden you go to this like club or bar and you're like, man, there's so many black people here all of a sudden. Then and it's not a racial thing. It's not a racial thing. But then when it goes when it's all black Armenian people, then you're like, oh, this writing's on the wall here.
Yeah, then it's a racial thing.
Yeah.
Then it becomes a racial
Armenians.
thing. When Sam Tripoli's like, we should go over to this place, I'm like, uh-oh.
Fuck that.
That place is about to close.
Oh, Sam Tripoli's he is Armenian.
Yeah,
Isn't he?
absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Big Armenian.
You can smell it?
He just bought he got a new car.
It's all
white. Bought it in Glendale. I'm like, dude, you're just not doing, it's like a Hasidic Jew picking up a quarter on the street. It's like, dude, it's not worth it.
And it doesn't have actual plates in it yet.
Totally right.
Yeah.
Yep. Smells like cologne on the inside.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Fuck.
I actually haven't put my plates on my car yet.
You were just telling me that the other night.
How long do you get to not put your plates?
Like 3 years, I think.
30 to 60 days or something.
Well, you
like
just
that.
keep extending
Till you get
it,
pulled
right?
over.
You get one of those paper things you
Do
put
you
in your
have 'em?
window forever.
No, I have the plates. I just
Just keep them in the car.
Yeah, because I know a lot of people that just don't put them on because they're like, who cares?
I mean, they can put them. They can ticket you while it's parked though too if it has no plates.
Yeah, my neighbor's got the
I got it parked. I
Rust
had it
Snack or
ticket
whatever
parked.
that you see those license plates.
Oh, yeah.
She's had that for like 4 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm like, who the fuck do you think you are?
Maybe that's
Put a
her actual
license
license plate. It's a special one that she had spelled that way.
No, Randy, it's not. Okay,
Well, you
it's
know
a
what?
black license
You know what?
plate
How
with
am I
silver
supposed
lettering.
to know that it's not.
It's a custom plate that says keys on Van Nuys.
Yeah.
Where's Ari?
Google that.
There's some places
He's
that
running.
don't have, like New Mexico, you don't have to have a front license plate.
Hey, I tweeted you that link to the blowjob machine.
Indiana, you don't need a front license plate.
So everyone has a back one, and then people buy like Go Steelers for the front. Like
Exactly.
Like they just use that as real estate. It's so weird.
Yeah, that's how it is in Indiana too.
In New Mexico and Indiana, they just love the Steelers.
Big time.
Big Steelers fans.
And they hate front license plates.
Yeah.
Here's the blowjob machine that Pete was talking about.
There's a video on the bottom.
Yeah. Is it a naked video? I guess.
Wait
not.
a minute. I have so many questions. Oh yeah. It looks more like the asshole machine.
Yeah, right.
A big old pink
So like you go to the sperm bank, you just stick your dick in there.
Yeah, there you go, idiot. Stick your finger right where all the dicks go.
So it's like a fleshlight, a motorized fleshlight, but it's a really small hole.
Yeah,
'cause it's
Fleshlight
Asian.
should team up with them maybe.
Oh, it's for sperm donors.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
It's an actual medical device.
Oh, it's for sperm donors?
Yeah.
Takes the fun. Oh, dude,
blow
that's
your load
great.
in there and-
Because that's what Japan needs, more people.
What the hell is this?
What is this?
Competitive fucking.
Are you serious?
I don't know. Maybe they're selling.
Look at that guy. That guy doesn't look like he could fuck his way out of anything.
Sex pads. Oh, this is the perfect position pad.
Wow.
It's tag team yoga. That's actually, they're not fucking. It's tag team yoga.
Wait, what is this?
That was downward facing doggy style.
It's for they pixelate his dick with 1 pixel.
Who said that? PeteeC coming in from way downtown. Bang. That was good. Redban, you had a bunch of new stuff tonight, huh?
Yeah,
I missed the first half of your set, but
I was fucking around a lot today.
Barris and I were late because he was getting a massage. He's like, I'll pick you up at 9 o'clock.
Massages?
And then at like 9:40, he's like, sorry, I'm late.
Dude, how fast did he drive on the way here?
Bro, that guy is the most aggressive
honking.
driver I have ever
He'll
seen.
take up both lanes on Hollywood Boulevard,
and slow
screaming.
down. Yeah. Or
You
somebody,
fuckers!
yes, somebody
Get
cut
the
him off.
fuck out of the way!
Who is this?
Don Barris. Somebody cut him off.
It's the worst.
Somebody cut in front of him, and then he zipped around them, cut in front of them, and just started slowing his roll.
Dude, every time I've gone to Kimmel with him, he's always running late, He's Kimmel's warm-up guy.
Yeah.
And, anyways. Every time we go there, he's fucking driving like a madman. It's
Madman,
terrible.
bro. I even called it because I was talking to Ari.
And it was the worst in his old
And
Lexus.
he's like, are you going with Don? I'm like, yeah. He's like, good luck, bro.
His old Lexus.
I'm like, oh, I know.
The passenger seat wasn't bolted down all the way. So, like, you'd be going and he's slamming the brakes, you're fucking rocking everywhere. It
You
was
look like
scary as
Chewbacca
shit.
in the Millennium Falcon when they're going through like the asteroid belt and shit.
It was terrible.
You're like, oh, shit. Hang on, this is going to get rocky, Chewie.
How many times have you had to show him your dick?
Never.
Never?
No.
He's probably seen my dick. I wouldn't be surprised.
He's all over that. He wants to see your dick tonight, man.
No, he's just playing.
No, he's not.
No, he's not playing.
He's not playing.
He's not playing. He really doesn't.
I've
He
seen
was
him bring
licking his
people up
lips a
on
lot.
stage at the Comedy Store and fuck on stage.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I've seen that.
I've
seen the dick. Yeah, I've seen a lot
I
of shit.
have Ari and Dan getting their dick sucked on stage in the big dick contest on video.
Yeah.
We could show that on your
Yeah,
stream.
We probably could. Let's give it the old
unreleased.
college try.
No.
Come on, Redban. You're just not in the mood, huh? Not in the mood to roll the dice?
Yeah, I haven't put it out anywhere though. It's just
You doing it? You don't give a shit about the UFC tomorrow. What are you doing tomorrow?
What's tomorrow? Is it a pay-per-view or is it a
Pay-per-view.
Where?
Denver, I think. Yeah.
No, where are we gonna watch it?
Oh, I don't know. That's what I was seeing if anybody was doing anything. I think there's a bunch of parties tomorrow too, right?
We used to do the UFC Drunkcast, no more.
Ari Shaffir is saying he's never going to make it.
No, because the Comedy Store's behind.
Yep.
Imagine that.
He hit me up and he's like, I go, are you going late? He's like, yeah, I got a spot at the Comedy Store. And I'm like, what time are you going to get there? He's like, it depends if they're running late. I'm like, you ain't getting there. They're always running late, especially weekends.
Yeah.
Friday,
Somebody
Saturday.
popped in.
Or somebody goes,
Everybody's
Mom.
running the light.
Yep.
Everybody's doing 1920.
Exactly. 100%. And then somebody pops in, and then it's the House of Cards.
Right.
Who's on right now? We don't know. Where the fuck did Barris go?
I think Barris is on. He went on after you.
Yeah, Barris is on stage right now.
Oh, okay.
And
Wait,
who's that?
He's still on? How much
He
time
probably
is
is.
he doing?
Wait, are you on after him?
Well, no, I'm on after Randy and Davey, but
They
they
gotta
walked
be.
out.
They
so
gotta
that's why I
be
didn't
going
know.
on. They're probably
after
going on right
Johnny,
now.
But I'm
Oh,
on.
Johnny.
Oh shit.
I need to go set up my camera, and I'm running new shit, so I want to go over that for a moment.
Word.
Hey, speak of the
he's
devil,
back.
Don Barris.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Back on
How
the
was it,
scene.
Don?
Let me tell you something.
Okay.
I made a challenge before I went on stage tonight. I said I was going to do a new bit that I've never tried out.
Uh-huh.
It was where I take an audience member and eat her vagina on stage.
Uh-huh. How'd it go?
Well, I got up there, and I was told before I went on, I only had 10 minutes.
No, that's not enough time for you to get in the groove.
So I talked about it, and I think I could have gotten a lot of volunteers, but I didn't do it tonight.
Yeah,
you should have done it.
You need at least 15 minutes to get your
Yeah, I
groove
mean,
if you're
I
gonna eat some
felt
puss.
kind of pressured. That fucking Tony Hinchcliffe, he's a miser with time, man.
No shit.
Oh, he's just like, come on, let's get the fucking show moving.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
He doesn't play around.
Between me and Redban, he probably did a solid 5 minutes of what one might describe as the screeching halt.
Well, Ari Shaffir is not going to show up.
Why?
I guess the Comedy Store is running behind.
Or
Can we call him?
He heard that you were...
Can we call him?
Yeah.
Let's get him on the line. I'd like to talk to this.
Yeah, I want you to yell at him.
Now, you and
Say
Ari
how
seem to have a
unprofessional it is.
beef, I've noticed.
What? I saw you holding hands at a Chick-fil-A. So what's that all about?
I did propose marriage to him, and I'll tell you, I thought to myself...
Now, he's been married before, you know.
Yes, I know, and that's the reason.
Well, you were at his wedding, right?
I was supposed to. Originally, I was the guy that was going to marry them.
Yes. Yeah. And had you, do you think they would still be married?
Possibly.
Yeah, they got the Mike Black curse. That's what it was.
Fuck, what was I telling?
You were saying you were going to call...
Call up Ari.
Oh, call up Ari.
Yeah, you were holding his hand.
I
You
think
proposed marriage.
I think it's
What
Ari.
I did
think
is
it's
I put
Ari,
on
Don.
my Twitter, I never get people that retweet me on anything, and I don't know what I'm supposed to do. But I got more retweets on that than I think anything I've ever put on.
Ari's got a lot of gravity on Twitter.
Does he?
Yes.
If he retweeted that, a lot of people. And he does a move that I think is hilarious. He's got like 30,000 followers, doesn't follow a single person.
Yeah. Ari.
Hey.
It's Don Barris.
Hey, Don. How are you?
Not so good. Not so good, I'll be honest with you. I'm here at the I'm here at Death Squad Studios in Pasadena.
I'm not making it up
Yeah,
there.
you're not making it. I came here just to confront your stupid ass.
I came here to watch him confront your stupid ass.
Me too.
Now we're supposed to record it.
I'm not sorry that I missed it. I don't want the competition.
But see, we can have it right now. Don, go ahead. You have something to say to Ari?
I don't want the competition.
By the way,
happening
Ari,
now, so it's
Ari,
like
let me
kinda
ask you a
screwed.
question. Did you retweet that Chick-fil-A proposal thing?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yes.
Okay. I was wondering, because I was wondering why people, it seemed like I got more retweets on that than anything else I'd done. It's because of you, not me.
Yeah, I'm popular.
Ari.
People like me.
Ari, why are they so behind there?
Why is it still behind the comedy store?
Yeah.
I don't know. Was there any poppins tonight?
Hey, did that... Remember,
Even John. What?
remember when I saw you the other night and you were talking to that girl and I did that old classic move? I walk by and I go, hey, I just want to say I'm a big fan of yours. You're really funny. Did that help?
Yeah.
It did?
Yeah, actually, she didn't know. So I think it was like a little help.
Nice.
Yeah. She didn't know who you were. So
She was cute.
I ran with it.
She was a cute one.
Yeah, I've already done it with her, but a couple years ago.
I've already done it with her.
This guy.
I love. Fuck, you are
Done
awesome. You're like James Bond. You're so cool.
I like how he says done it too, like it's like 9th grade.
Fuck it. No, he's done it.
I got to
That's-
third base with her once.
He's
man.
been doing it so long, he just never changed it. He sets the fucking standards. He doesn't abide by them. Anyway, can I push my the podcast that you're on?
Yeah, of course.
All right, so I invited Ari Shaffir.
Yeah, I think it's Ari Shaffir.
Newfoundland, the nation of Newfoundland, to be part of my Big 3 podcast, and it is up as of today.
Oh, cool.
And
Okay, I'll
it's
put it
very
up there.
good. So go to the big3podcast.com and you see your favorite guy, Ari Shaffir.
I think it's Ari. Yeah, it's Ari
I'll
Shaffir.
be treated tomorrow during the day and people are around.
You don't have to. I don't care about that. I don't care if you ever listen to it. I just wanted to push it because you have those people that follow you. Like,
yeah, I'll push it for them tomorrow during the day.
You're their magic comic rabbi, and they all worship you.
Are you in town tomorrow?
Can you tell Redban I'm never gonna make it there? So
yeah, Redban. Ari said he'll be here shortly.
Wait, what did he say?
He said he'll be here shortly.
Oh, he's going to be right here? Okay.
You kind of were hinting at it, though.
There's so many people wearing Ari Shaffir T-shirts, too, in the audience.
Let me tell you this. There was a girl.
45 minutes, then we'll be able to get there.
Can I just tell you something?
So a half hour, Ari? Half hour to be here?
You make your decision, but this is what I saw out there. There is a girl from a magazine. She was a Playmate centerfold. And when I was in the lobby, she asked me, "Where's that Ari Shaffir guy? Is he coming in tonight?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm sure he'll be there." And she says,
"Who was that?"
She's a Playboy centerfold.
Her name was Christy Canyons or something like that.
Ew.
And you know what she said? When I said that you were going to be here, do you know what she told me?
What?
Good, then I'm going to achieve my goal of having sex with him.
Oh, man.
I think she actually said doing it. She was
Yeah,
speaking your
she wanted
language.
it. Yeah. I want to be done by him.
Yeah, I want him to do me, she said. And we're like, cool, he'll be here any minute. We'll go call him. And then now you're telling us this bullshit story, bro.
You know what? Can we talk?
I'll see you guys.
No. Give me the phone to somebody else then before you go. I want to talk to somebody else at the World Famous Comedy Store. Can you do that? This is what's really cool about
Is
going
Tommy
live.
around?
This is.
Hey, Don.
Who's this?
It's Steve Renazizi.
Hey, how are you,
buddy?
You know what?
How are you?
I'm real well. I'd like to ask you a question. There's a guy, and I'm not going to name his name. He lived in Newfoundland for a while, and he promised that he was going to do a show. One of the reasons I came out here is because he was going to be on that show. He just told me he can't do it.
Yeah, this guy's a good buddy of yours, probably standing real close to you.
He might have handed you a phone.
You're probably on his phone right now. Renazizi, take his phone and go cock bomb him.
You could probably smell him.
Yeah.
Okay.
By the way,
can I? Let me try to figure out.
Renazizi, put on Twitter how much Ari loves black dick.
Hey, can I say something to you, Steve?
Hold on.
Yes.
Thank you for being a cool guy. You've got a lot of success that's happened for you. Your fucking show's great. You're becoming a big star, and you're still a cool dude. So thank you. Thank you for not going Tony Hinchcliffe on us.
All right, you got to.
What the fuck?
Cock block.
I'm right, Don. I'm right here, Don.
I didn't see. I thought you
I haven't
were
even
out.
done anything
Cock block
big in
him, Steve.
showbiz like.
Renazizi, cock bomb Ari.
All right, that was Steve Renazizi from the world famous comedy
From
store.
the
Live.
league, everybody on FX.
Thank you. See you later, pal.
You guys respect me enough that I haven't gone all Tony Hinchcliffe on you.
Yes.
And
Tony Hinchcliffe's here.
And I'll be honest with you, I don't think Tony Hinchcliffe. He taught us, guys.
He was trying to cock bomb you, wasn't he? God damn it.
Funny.
Fuck.
Well, that was Ari and Steve Renazizi, everybody.
That sucks. That was close.
That was close. You could tell by the. That was like hearing like somebody's like you're talking to somebody and then they get murdered or they get like kidnapped, like in that movie Taken. That's what that sounded like. Like he was talking, then he like screamed, and then there was this like scuffle, and then.
What happened exactly? What happened there?
I wanted him to take Ari's phone because me and Ari and Sam always steal each other's phones and everybody's phones and put on Twitter how much they love black dick.
Right.
And they need it.
I've noticed. I've seen your work.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that. But so when Renazizi had Ari's phone. If Ari had walked away, I was telling him, dude, put on Twitter how much he loves. So he must have been doing it because when he was talking, all of a sudden Ari grabbed his phone and ran his.
Tony, who's this comic that you were having a beef with? Tell us exactly what happened.
God, that is a fucking big joint, bro. That's a PeteeC right there.
Wait a minute. Who would you ask that question to?
Tony.
To Tony? You had a fight with somebody?
Tony had a Twitter fight. Is that your first Twitter scuffle?
I never thought I would ever get into a fight on Twitter, but
I got him on with Esther once.
But since this comedian decided to start something with me on Twitter, I said, you know what?
Who was the comedian?
Let's just see what happens here. His name's Jeff Dye.
I don't smoke that stuff.
So Jeff Dye on Twitter, which is his name is Jeff Dye, JEFFDYE.
Yeah.
And is that his picture? Is that his picture?
Wow, this guy's gonna.
Yeah, that's him.
All right,
Let me see. Can we blow that up?
He looks like.
Seems like a cool guy.
Yeah, he seems like a cool guy that hangs out with birds.
He's in the He's in the comedy basketball league.
Oh, that's where I've seen him.
Yeah. He's on. I forget whose team he's on.
Is he fun to play with?
He's not on my team. He's not on the Open Michael Jordans. Everybody, he's not on my team. The Open Michael Jordans.
Yes, sir. So what happened, Tony?
Yes. Well, you know, I did a spot last night at the Improv in Hollywood after taping the new.
Feeling good.
New
You were in
show.
a good mood. I saw you.
Feeling really good, and I went there to do this heckler.
Wait a minute,
Olympics.
just so people know, you're a writer on Jeff Ross's show, The Burn, and last night they recorded the first show that'll air.
Which is a big
Tuesday.
deal, man. That's a big deal.
Very cool. It's your first gig, so you were riding high.
Yeah.
Let's set the scenario. Okay, so now you're at the Improv.
Not only are you riding high, let's go even further. Girlfriend moves out. Great relationship.
Yeah.
Got his own apartment. Moves in with this girl that he's in.
On top of the world.
In the top of the world.
Oh,
Everything's
okay.
going good. Finally, first taping. Now he's doing a gig at the Melrose Improv.
called the Heckler Olympics, where supposedly I'm getting judged by these people. Like I'm representing Ohio. I don't even know, because I got there really late, just in time to get there for my spot. They tell me, don't do jokes, do crowd work. Anyway, I ended up saying something like...
which is perfect for you.
Right, which is something that's just a normal day at the office.
Yeah,
to me,
that's your
which
wheelhouse.
Is like, you guys, just a reminder, you guys think you're judging me. I filmed a television show today that I write. So I don't give a fuck whether you think I'm funny or not. Gets a laugh, I move on, I don't think twice about it. I wake up today... to God, what did it say? It was
He
crazy.
said, and the winner for the most disgusting display of arrogance is Tony Hinchcliffe, # false sense of fame.
And I read that, and I have no idea what that was even about. So I go something like,
what's wrong, Proudy Pants?
and that's a quote. I quote tweeted.
I like how
his tweet.
Redban's just doing it. You'll set it up,
Yeah.
and then he reads it. This is fun.
Right, exactly. So then I go. Or no, after I go, what's wrong, Pouty Pants? He goes.
He said, funny that being called arrogant by someone who had to stoop so low to buy coffee at McDonald's.
Oh, no, that's not him.
That's somebody else. All right. Well, the next thing I have is, Tony Hinchcliffe, you told the crowd I taped TV today, so this goes bad, fuck you. I don't pander like you, # last comic standing.
No,
whining. You added that.
I quote tweeted the I don't
pander like you.
Yeah, that's me.
So
I go,
he just said,
I don't pander like you. # last comic whining, because that's his credit.
Right.
And he's just complaining.
And then he wrote back, I think you understand. I think you misunderstood. No whining. I'm telling you, you're an asshole, is what he wrote back.
To which I responded with a little bit of...
You should be writing jokes, not tweaks. Your hack attack was uncalled for. I didn't watch your set, and I never will. # Death Squad.
Because by that point, he's got this verified account. He's supposedly a big star. He wants to take it on Twitter. I responded. I didn't hear one thing from any people. And then... What's that?
I think John's almost done.
Oh, okay. I'll be back to finish the story, I guess.
Oh, it's a cliffhanger.
It's a Hinchcliffe hanger.
Speaking of cliffhangers, you had something for me.
Oh, yeah. Now, here's what I was saying. When you get back, I wanted to know. So, you have some breaking news?
Mm-hmm.
Who does?
Did you notice I said it with a question mark, so I have to make you say it?
Oh, you want me to say
breaking news?
Do you have some breaking news?
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 I meant you had breaking news.
I have breaking news.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know. It's your news.
No, you said you had something you wanted to tell me.
About some breaking news?
I'll be dying in 2036.
I don't know. I don't know why I said that, Don. I just said...
Oh, really? Do you just do that to people on podcasts? So, by the way, I heard you have something, and people every now and then they will. Actually, yeah, I am pregnant, but I didn't want to tell anybody.
You didn't say that, though.
I don't know what I said.
You said, Don, you have breaking news. Don, do you have breaking news?
When's your next Ding Dong show?
Yeah, when you left, you said you had
big
breaking news.
Your big one.
Oh.
Are you doing another Big 3 live podcast?
That was fantastic, by the way. You got to do another one. That was so fun and cool. I mean, granted, that was like every shot you had in the cannon.
It was the second
Kimmel was
hardest I've
there,
laughed.
all that. It was the big anniversary show. You should think about doing another one of those for something, because that was fucking fantastic.
Well, I'll tell you what happened before. They were, the silent movie theater?
Yeah, Ron Fairfax right by me?
Right. At one point, Bobcat, who's become quite a hip director now, he did a movie there, and they actually had they had a viewing of one of his movies, and then Bobcat was there after it and answered questions and things like that. Well, he set up one for Windy City Heat a while back, and I think that it was sold out or close to right away, and they came back and they said that they had a wedding that they had booked there before on that date. So we never did it, but I was thinking about doing something like that in the main room where we put...
That'd be great.
We'd put video clips and we talk about them and take questions from the audience and that kind of stuff.
That'd be great.
And put a little story together. Because that would be an easy way to tour with something like that.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like laptop screen.
Yeah.
That's all you really need for that shit.
So
yeah, that show was killer.
Thanks,
I was
man.
dying.
So funny.
Like, yeah, the two hardest times I've laughed this year was that and the night that you had Minnie Dean and Richards on stage, my fucking eyes hurt that night because I ran out of tears.
That was good, and so was the Davey Wester. And when you had Davey and you had Sandy and Richards up there doing Davey Wester, and Richards was just on fire, man. And when he got up on stage, first of all, just Davey Wester is this comic who works at the Comedy Store. He's like what does he have, cerebral palsy or something?
Yes.
Richards has this home run impression of him, and because he has cerebral palsy, when Richards would walk doing this impression, he's taking out every table and every chair. It takes him 15 minutes to get to the stage. He's like a pinball machine. When he finally gets to the stage, I have no idea why, but he takes the microphone from Sandy and holds it down by his ass and just farts as loud as he possibly could. It took him 15 minutes to get to the stage, and the first thing that he does is just fart on the microphone and hand it back to Sandy. It was, and farts generally aren't funny to me, but for some reason, that absolutely just killed me, man. I was just laying on the ground holding my stomach laughing.
I'll tell you something that's really kind of crazy, is I think late night at the Comedy Store has become kind of a really fun evening.
A lot of times, if I don't have a spot, I get there at like 12:30. And just hang on like the last 2 hours for all the crazy shit. Because that's when the crazy shit goes down.
Yeah.
A lot of people come to the Comedy Store from out of town, and Death Squad fans and all this, and like, hey, we're going to come to the Comedy Store. And they come, and they get there at like 8, which is a mistake.
Yeah.
And then they leave at
Don't even show up until 10, 11.
Then they leave at like 11:30 drunk and like tired. And you really do miss the most fun of the Comedy Store, which is like 12:30 to 2:30 or 3. When the real shit goes down.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, we go to 3. That's like amazing. It's like kind of cool. There's no drinks, but people are just having fun.
Fun.
Yeah.
Fun. Barris, can you ever drive? You usually get to see a band.
Redban.
Yeah.
How come you can't get people to come to that? Tell people to come late night to you can't do it because of other people.
We just did. We just told them to come to the Comedy Store right now.
Oh, really? That's what we just did?
I could give you an announcement, some breaking news. I don't think
you get some breaking news, Redban?
Sure, why not?
How about some breaking news music? It doesn't sound like music.
All right. So September 19th, I'm going to do a Death Squad secret show at the Comedy Store. It's our first Comedy Store.
Whoa, what?
Yeah.
Doesn't sound like it's a secret anymore.
No, it's
That's
not.
a Wednesday night.
But it's a Wednesday night. Doors open at 8, shows at 9. Tickets will be on sale soon. And it's going to be a secret show. And it's going to be different from what we do here at the Ice House or what we do on the road. It's going to be kind of like a crazier atmosphere. As an example, one of the ideas I'm pitching around right now is that me and a female or two...
I already see where this is going. We're going to reenact the blowjob machine.
We'll be doing a blackout cast during it. On the side stage or backstage or something like that. And if you don't know what a blackout cast is, that's a podcast we used to do here at Death Squad where me and a girl drink a whole bottle of Jägermeister in an hour. And
now, mind you...
So maybe I'll be emceeing the show while doing a blackout podcast, and one by one we have to get up on, in between the acts and announce the next person.
True or false? Question for Redban.
Yeah.
True or false? Like 3 of the blackout casts, you wound up having sex that exact same night. Or you didn't remember, or you woke up...
I have no idea.
That's what you say, publicly.
Yeah.
Can I make?
But privately, you had sex with all of these people. No. So will you be having sex at the Comedy Store? It's a great way to sell tickets, even if you're not just say yes.
No. All right. Say yes. Yes. Yes.
Can I just make a quick point?
What?
I've done that sex thing. That is really fun.
Like with your vaginas?
Sex?
Yeah. It's way up there.
Is that the thing with like the wiener in the hole?
Yes, that's exactly what that is. And yeah, that's I'm a big fan. Can't say enough good things about it.
Yeah.
Well, that was breaking news. Was that the breaking news that you thought of before?
No, before I don't remember even saying that. I think I said it just as a joke or something like that.
What?
But yeah, look for information on the secret. Why it's going to be a secret is I was thinking of not even giving a lineup and seeing if I could sell tickets without even having a lineup, and just the idea of it being like a secret show,
Don't know who's going to be there.
But I know.
Are you going to have comics though? I mean,
yeah, it's going to be comics mixed with other things,
such as you having sex with these people that you're getting drunk.
No, it's going to be more like of an interactive. Like it'll be like a.
That's interactive.
It'll be like a
podcast.
Yeah, it's going to be a podcast. It's going to be like an interactive, kind of like I saw what Don did and it just blew my mind. And he did it right. and he made the feel of his podcast and what he does
into a live
show. And unfortunately, most people who do live podcasts, it doesn't work. And just watching what Don has done, it's just like, why?
Wow,
why
that's
not,
nice of you to say.
Why don't I try that with what we do at Death Squad? Like, we'll have like one of our shows, like we'll have like a naughty show part of it. We'll have a whatever, kind of flavor.
so you'll bring in people from your network.
From the network, not necessarily all of them, because like I already have 2 confirmed like really good comics.
Can you name them on the secret show?
No, I can't.
Can I ask you this?
Is one of them Richard Pryor?
Maybe.
Is one of them Joe Rogan?
No.
Because that would be...
Joe has already told me he will never do the Comedy Store. He's like,
really?
He already said, I'm not going to do that. And I'm like, I know, but...
Do you think there's no chance on God's earth he ever goes back to the store?
No, he will never go back to the store.
What about when Mitzi passes? Would he go to her thing
What if Dean went over there and said, hey, listen, I've been sent over here to apologize?
I don't think so.
And he brought him some flowers or something.
Maybe
the one I wonder is Mitzi's funeral there. Would he go to that?
Yeah,
because
he'll definitely go.
Yeah,
he'll definitely go to Mitzi's funeral. I would imagine.
I mean, at the store though, because they'll have a thing for him.
I don't know.
Yeah, of course not. I'm just wondering. I mean, we're speculating. I mean, we can't talk for him either, but everybody there misses him.
You know
so
what?
much.
If you guys can't, Tony can. Go ahead, Tony.
What?
Speak for Rogan.
Oh no, I can't.
Oh no, heavens!
Oh no, heavens to Murgatroyd! No.
Oh no.
The Comedy Store even.
But I'll tell you this: is that really is going to be the craziest who's who. I mean, that is going to be unbelievable.
Yeah.
If anything happens to me.
Is one of the comics Howard Stern?
I don't know.
Is one of the
so Howard Stern's going to be there.
So we got Stern and Rogan. We got Stern and Rogan.
No.
And
I'm not going to say who all.
You know what would be great? If somehow you could reunite the Commodores.
Could you do that, Redban?
I can't say yes or no. It's a secret, all right, guys? So...
Richie's the linchpin.
All right, so going back to the secret show, though, one of the ideas, what I was saying, is the Blackout cast. I don't know if you guys remember Alison Shulia. She was in the famous episode.
You had a Blackout cast with her, and then you nailed her.
Yeah, I like the way you play.
So she was also in the famous Ari Sativa or yes.
Oh, that was the best. Yeah, I was there for that.
Salvia. Or whatever, Salvia episode. But anyways, look at the screen right now. She's now trying her hand, because she's a comic, she's now trying her hand as a punk rock singer, which is ridiculous.
Let me see the picture.
Is her stage name Scat Benatar?
I had no idea she was doing any of this.
Well, I recognize her as a human being.
No.
No, I don't think so.
She's been at the store very few times, but I don't think there's any way you would recognize her.
And her name, or her band, is called Zoccola, Zoccola, and she has a 4-song album, and I actually have not listened to this, and I just thought how ridiculous would it be to see what because she's a comedian. I've never even known that she could sing a song.
What if she had a song called Blackout Cast Rape?
All right, let's see.
And you're like,
look, before you play it,
yeah.
Maybe she's like me a little bit. She started as a comic, and then, like, I went to the Barris Kennedy Overdrive, and I'm the lead singer for that band.
Great band.
Thank you.
I think well, I was going to say Tony was here. We had 4 members of that have played in the band. Tony, Pete,
wow.
Gabe.
Me.
We could actually,
we could
do acoustic, thing. Are you going to play some of her?
Yeah,
okay.
let's go to the first song, which is called "My Tits on Fire."
What's on fire?
Yeah.
I already like it.
Who's this guy singing again?
I guess that's her singing.
What's on fire?
Yeah, that's her singing.
I'm starting to perspire.
Oh.
Dude, what did you eat? You're burning my meat.
Oh, you know what? I'll tell you this.
I think it's Twat's on fire.
She went all out on the lyrics there.
Well, it doesn't matter. She's become the rock star.
Her
She's
Twat's on
fire.
fire.
What else you got?
All right, so we got number 2 is called "Shit for Brains."
Oh, this is gonna be good.
Yeah, I've met that dude before. God, what a dick. He owns a club that everybody hates. God, what a dick. A minute late for discount drinks. God, I hate this place. Didn't give me change for my fine. Threw my beer in his face. Asshole, dickhead, shit for brains.
You know this song.
Yeah, I picked it up.
In a little while, Redban, can I ask you a favor?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Can you play my promo? It's a minute and 15 seconds from this week's show after you get done with this.
Yeah. Where is it? It's on your Facebook?
It is on my Facebook.
Okay.
All right. Well, so here's the third song, which is called "Go."
The penis becomes engorged with blood, causing it to become erect.
I feel like you were her muse for this song, Redban.
That it can be introduced into female sex organs, affecting intercourse.
Jason, did they have sex?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go. Look out, baby, I'm about to blow. Guilt free, no need for a drink, no think, no sing, all king, just sing it to the king.
It's not bad. It's not
bad. There's worse. There's better.
Yeah, it's.
You know what? She's doing what she wants to do.
All right, so the last one's called Suburban Homes.
What the fuck? Did you just have a stroke again? The last two podcasts I've done here, Redban just. This next one's called
Maggie comes Fleetfoot, face full of black soot. Talking about he put plants in the bed, but don't stop anyway.
They all kind of sound similar.
Must bust an early May. Orders from the DA. Look out, kid.
This is Bob Dylan's cover.
Walk on tiptoes, don't try no dose. Better stay away from those that carry around a fire hose. Keep a clean nose.
That's what Willie Hunter's
Was it this
hair
originally
looked
done
like
by the Faces?
when it was straightened.
I think it's a Bob Dylan song.
Oh, Dylan? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one thing, Don, you have in your car is one of the most amazing music collections just in your car, going through all your old cocktail music, your old, like, swinging 60s sounds.
Don, can you tell a story? If you can't tell it, you might not be able to tell it, but you told it to me the other day, and it was so fascinating to me, and I think Redban would love it. I hope you can tell it. But when you went out to dinner with Kimmel and a certain guy who was talking,
I would prefer I didn't.
Fuck,
Okay,
man.
so here's your Facebook page. I'm looking,
God.
Don, for your... that's a really good drawing right here. Buddy.
Yeah.
That is great. That Rucka Rucka?
Is Rucka Rucka's song...
Somebody who did something with him.
Is Rucka Rucka's song out that he did...
on iTunes?
Yeah. Or
you know, it should be. I don't know. I should find out from just to see what's going on there.
Yeah.
Because, you know, he is a good guy, man. And he came out and he fucked...
Talented as shit.
Yeah.
Real talented.
Right. I felt very good.
Entertaining.
He seemed like a really nice guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, real nice guy. I think he got laid a lot when he was up, didn't he? Every time he was with like a different chick.
One person.
Oh, okay.
Do you know who that was?
Oh, was it a Comedy Store person?
Yes.
Who was it?
Oh, is it
Tell us.
KM? If I say initials?
KM.
Or
I don't know who KM is.
Oh, Jesus Christmas. How do you not?
Come on.
Oh. No, it was not KM.
Was it JM?
No, that couldn't have been it.
Was it?
JM.
It couldn't have been her.
Okay.
Who's JM?
Jen.
Was it the Jew?
No, it was not.
Okay.
It was not.
God, who the fuck was it? Is it a waitress?
No.
Is it a comic?
I'll tell you this, and then we'll end it.
How about you just tell us who it is?
Okay. No, I'll just say this, and this will do it.
Okay.
But please, I just don't want to give credit.
Sure.
She comes with family.
Oh, she's Italian.
Ahmed's sister.
Eleanor.
No.
She comes with family.
Yeah. I'll have to tell you later.
God damn it.
She comes with family.
Give us another clue, because I like playing this game. It's
all right.
Probably terrible listening, but...
Yeah.
That's a good game.
For the love of Christ, let's be honest, it probably has been.
Okay, how about this?
Just give me one clue. What's her first and last name?
The promo thing?
Mm-mm.
Okay, yeah.
What's her first and last name? Just give me that clue.
All right, that seems fair.
Yeah.
I don't know what her... Actually, I can't...
How many podcasts has she done in the last month?
Who?
This person, girl.
None.
How many podcasts do you think she's done in her life?
I don't know. Maybe none.
Fuck, dude, I'm really
And you're not
curious
telling
about that.
she's not a comic or a waitress?
She's not a comic.
She just
she's
comes
not a
with
waitress.
family. So she's someone's sister.
Oh. Is it...
Oh, Oh,
I don't.
Oh,
just
I
don't
know.
say it.
I know.
Don't give it who it is.
I know.
Did she used to date
I know
somebody that
now.
we know there? That Adam maybe took over his job?
No.
No, you're not. You're not
Who is
thinking.
you
You're not
thinking?
thinking right.
Who are you thinking?
I was thinking somebody that just recently had a baby.
No,
And
she's
might
got
be
another
having
baby.
one. Yeah, no.
She was balancing a baby on the baby.
She had her baby.
This
She
has
had
to
a
be
baby that was born
riveting.
pregnant, which was weird. Yeah,
So she was a grandmother 9 months after she had her
yeah, exactly. Her baby was born 3 months pregnant, so it's real weird.
kid. 3 months. Wow.
Yeah, it's real
Her
weird.
baby was 3 months pregnant, right?
When it was born. Yeah.
I heard
I may
about
have
that.
gotten too fucking ripped before I went on.
Why? What'd you do?
What did you do for your time?
What do you mean?
When
I talked about
eating
having.
it?
Yeah. Well, I said that, and I blamed it on Tony. I had a whole. I told
I heard
him-
you talking to Tony before, like you guys were cooking something up when I was on stage. Or I saw you guys in the corner.
It was
I thought you were.
No, I really didn't talk to him at all.
Oh,
about
okay.
it. I think I asked him. Oh, he said to me, "You have 10 minutes," and I go, "What? 10 minutes?"
Well, I got the light, and he did like 6 minutes
Yeah, I know
before
it.
I went on.
That's what I was.
Yeah, he
saying.
did like 6 minutes
'Cause I
between
went
Redban and I,
outside.
and so I knew the show must be going long. So when I got the light and I saw you in there, I just wrapped up. Because I figured he would.
No,
I figured he was going to do
I
another
didn't want
6.
that. It
No,
was-
it's fine, man.
It was just
I had fun.
unbelievable.
I did the new shit that I wanted to do, and then
not showing up.
He's dead in Hollywood then. Jeffrey Ross will hear about this. He
I've
will
already
not be
texted
pleased.
him. I've already contacted him
Nothing
via
like me. I
text.
don't
All right, Tony,
It
finish
makes
your
me seem like
story.
the worst person ever.
All right, so Tony, when we
what
last
impression that any of us do of each other makes us sound good. Adam is a fucking
does make
scumbag that just rapes people.
all right, Tony, when we last
Matt Edgar's a flailing muppet.
when we last talked to you, Tony.
I have like 3 minutes.
Okay, when we
So-
last talked to you.
Oh yeah, we got a story to finish.
You
Yeah. But after
you're-
this 3 minutes is up, I'm going to be able to be back for the rest of the show.
Okay.
That's exciting
So if
news.
you want to say,
So we'll get to it then.
That's
Right.
exciting news.
Just
Who's
give me another
last?
4 or 5 minutes.
Who's
and
last, bud?
We will finish the.
Did I do
Twitter
okay
workout.
out
Josh
there?
McDermott.
Did they buy me?
You're unbelievable, Don. You're unbelievable.
I didn't want that. I really felt kind of like at many parts they weren't laughing.
You're so crazy that it's mind blowing. You don't realize that like when they're listening so hard because you're just at 1,000 miles an hour. It was great.
The funniest thing
I
was
should
when-
ask you more often. Thank you.
I know, Tony. How did I do? Like the most flattering
I've
compliments.
seen everything.
Yeah, butterflies. You made me cry
Brilliant.
during your set.
It's brilliant.
But it was funny because Tony hosts a lot, so you have a lot of hosting experience.
Oh, yeah.
And so when he was doing crowd work and he's talking to this, not painting himself into a corner, but he's talking to these people that are easily probably younger than me, but they had to be in their
they're
30s.
21.
Oh, they were only 21
On that panel, on that side.
On that
of it,
side?
yeah.
Oh, God, they look terrible for 21.
All of them were 21. Yeah.
They all look like in their 30s. But it was
I know,
so funny
that's
when
why I
Tony's like,
found out.
"You remind me of when I was 14." Like he's so young. So when he's like, "If you remind me of when I was," he can only go to junior high. Like he can't go when I was in my 20s or my 30s. You
What are
know.
you talking about? I'm 28.
Yeah, I know, but it was so funny because they looked older than you.
Oh yeah.
You know, I didn't hear.
They're haggard. Haggard.
They were. They have that like hard. Chelsea Handler, man. I saw her in that Brody thing, which, by the way, I'm sure everybody's talked about on Death Squad a million times. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it really is.
Brody's reality show on HBO Go. If you haven't watched it, if you're a fan of Brody or a fan of Death Squad, watch it because it's really, really funny and it really is
real.
Brody. That really is Brody.
My favorite
people
part-
ever sees him on stage, but we all get the pleasure of hanging out with them and going hiking and going out to eat and whatever the fuck we do with Brody off of the stage. That's fucking Brody Stevens.
Yes.
You know, that is really how he is, and that's what's so great about it. To see a reality show really... I mean, they set up gags and bits and all kinds of shit.
the animation
But, dude,
is
that's
awesome.
Brody. That is 100% Brody, man.
My favorite part was when he was on the date with the girl.
Oh, yeah, that was good.
First thing out of his mouth. So I put the gun. I texted. It's like, and you just saw her face, like, what the fuck have I got?
I didn't really have a gun. She went to actually having fun to complete
what?
shock.
Because you think about that, it's like the worst possible
And they kept
date ever.
cutting to his therapist, being like, "Don't talk about the gun thing, like on the stage. Just keep it nice and loose." Yeah, nice and loose. I won't even get into it. Don't want to alarm her. And then it's cut to the date. I mean, I said I had a gun. I didn't have actually a gun.
And you
the
saw her
look on
lip
her face,
quivering.
Yeah, man, it was so funny.
But that was real. That was real.
He's gonna. Don and I were talking on the way up here. Like, he's gonna get chicks from this. And this is a guy.
Women are gonna fix him.
Hey, listen. My girlfriend runs a website where she posts dating profiles of fucked up people, and she found Brody's profile on OkCupid. Sent me the link.
No way.
And that was funny too. When he clicks.
Yeah, I'll send it to you. She's gonna post it up tomorrow.
He's with his mom, and he clicks a few months to a year. That's the type of relationship I want. And then he's like, I'm going to click one night stand too. His mom looks at him. He's like, what? You got to pick 2. I'm on the road a lot. So he picks a year relationship or just you want to come over and fuck. Those are the 2 windows that Brody's cool with. God, I love him, man. I'm so happy for him. I sent him a text after I watched it. And I'm like, dude, couldn't happen to a nicer guy. I'm so happy for you. The show is really good.
What's really crazy is that on DeathSquad.tv, I just posted today a Brody and Esther podcast that Don Barris actually called in on, and it was the day before the show went out. Or like
on
a day or
8th of
two.
August or something?
Yeah, a day or 2 or something like that before the show came out. And it was really disturbing to listen to and to watch because Brody was in a really bad place.
Oh.
And he sitting here, sometimes you watch a man tear up and stuff like that. And there were some really uncomfortable parts in that podcast. And you could, like, after the podcast was over, I really got the sense of, like, wow, this is not good. I think we need to almost have a meeting with certain people about what's going on because it felt really uncomfortable. Like it felt like Brody was not having fun with life.
Let me tell you something. I know that he's had suicidal thoughts. Mm-hmm. He's come up just crying before. Yeah. And I watched this, but I've known this long before that happened. Yeah. He was changing.
Well, you've known him 20 years probably, huh?
12.
12 years?
Yeah. And during that time, I'm telling you, I've watched and I feel terrible because one thing, Brody comes from a very good place. He's just a fucked up dude. But we all are. And the thing that just sucks
he wears it on his sleeve so much more than the rest of us. I mean, everybody's fucked up and everybody has fear and insecurity and all that shit. Especially
because
comics.
He has no filter.
Especially comics. I mean, people that are comics that are just born to do this. There's people that actors that try comedy and all this shit. But then there's people that you're like, yeah, that guy's. You kind of have to have this like tortured side.
I think everybody does.
And he wears it on his sleeve. He uses it, on stage. Where most comics mask it and have this superhero character. Brody just owns it. His his balding, his facial hair, his dating, his all of it.
Scar. And one thing that was really weird about the show that is the part where he said that our family doesn't hug much. The sister says and I'm like, wow, imagine coming from a family that didn't hug or show affection, and there's definitely some weird sister brother issues there, and it's really a reminder of like childhood.
I sometimes think that. You don't know the situation, but here's what I gather from Brody. His mother was gone a lot because I think that she was a single mother. I don't know when his father passed away, but I think during some formative years. And when that happens, because I come from the same type of environment, it's almost like when the cat comes back, the kittens are looking for their mom, and they fight over the other kittens to get close to the mother. And I think that happens, and I think that it builds up a brother-sister relation. Yeah, absolutely, and I think they've always had it.
Yeah, and it sounds like growing up, like she was more of the dominating.
Right, well, it's because she was older. He was always the little kid. Right. You know what? And think about this. There's many people that lose it when they have a little sister or brother because for those years, they're the only child or something.
Right.
And they are the pride and joy. Now they've got to share that with somebody else. Right. It's very serious.
Look who's here.
Yeah. Sit down. Ladies and gentlemen,
Danielle
Stewart.
The Danny Stew. The Danny Stew. The Teeb and the Heeb back together.
Reunited.
And
it feels SG.
You guys got food.
This is like pretty old. I mean, if you got
I'm into it. I like
I'm working the chips. This seems to be nibbled on and fucked with. Have you seen Brody's reality show yet?
Hey, Brian, I sent you that link.
That's what we're talking about. It's so good.
Actually, I think I texted it to you, though.
I don't do that.
I don't know if that works.
I have so many opinions. I can't even express them right now.
Why? What's one opinion?
No, no. You know what? That's great. I bet it's great. I love Brody. That's great. Is it on television?
No, it's on HBO
it's
Go.
on HBO Go.
HBO
But it's also on demand HBO, so you can watch it on TV.
It's like 6 15. It's like 6 15-minute episodes.
You should tell us one of your thoughts, or we think you hate him.
No.
You want him to die. Isn't
No,
that what you want?
I do
What did I
not.
miss?
Then why
What'd
would
she say? She won't
She
watch the
came in
show?
here and she says that she's got many thoughts about him, but she's not going to talk about it. And I think a lot of it has to do with she wants Brody dead.
Wow.
Unless you change our minds by telling us some of your
I
opinions.
have a question.
Yes.
This is off subject, but when you were gone, we were talking about, me and Pete were talking about this. How many car accidents? Now, there's the public ones that we know about. How many road rage situations have you been in?
That's what we call changing the subject for his
Thank
ex.
you.
No.
Thank you. Mwah.
That's not what I'm doing. That's not
Someone's
what I'm
getting dicky
And I'll
sucked
take
to
that.
90.
And I'll take
Smoke
that.
screen.
I'll take that, and I'll say, "Hey, so what's your answer, Danielle?"
Yeah,
No, you know, I really, it came out completely wrong. This is where it came out completely wrong.
No.
I'm just not into reality TV. I think it's bullshit.
Why? Why do you think
I
it's
just
bullshit?
think I just don't like it.
This one is done great.
Yeah, if it's done great, then
But
great.
you know what?
HBO,
Reality,
it's so good.
Reality
And Galifianakis produces it.
Reality TV as a whole isn't real.
No, what?
Reality television is not real. What
Of
you
course.
see, okay, everything's planned, everything's
Mm-hmm.
done. All right, and so when something real comes out, and it's real because this thing with Brody is real.
Yeah, that's what I like about it.
Then that's great.
Yeah.
That's great. I just, usually when I hear reality, I'm like, but
Yeah, so you didn't know about it, so you're like,
See, that's
I'm not
what
gonna-
I thought
Yeah.
it was going to be. I thought these guys, because I watched.
I think everybody was real like, I don't know if this
well,
could go
Brody
good
was
or bad.
Brody was coming around the club and he was doing these fake bits, and he'd lead you into this, and it was like, this is what the show's going to be.
Yeah, you got that
I'm
weird
going to
vibe.
ash in here. Yeah,
Here.
the fakeness.
Oh, don't!
the fake
That he
thing.
wanted to keep that water.
was
That-
his-
it
that
had
was his
gold in
mother's-
there.
yeah.
That was his dead mother's.
That was his dead mother's bile.
Whose scene am I in right now?
Oh,
Yours?
jeez, not a big
nobody?
deal.
Okay. I don't.
Yeah,
this
see,
seems so
sorry
low
what he
to
did to
me.
your mom.
Oh, hello. How are you? Well, that's great. I can't wait to see it. I don't have HBO Go, but you hijack it.
Sure shit.
Yeah, so maybe I'll
Interesting.
get to see it.
Interesting.
I don't want
So
to
you
tell
really
him
do
that.
want him dead? That's crazy.
I love Brody Stevens. There's nothing I do not want.
You know what?
If you love Brody, then
You'll love it.
You'll
the
love
show will blow
it.
your mind.
You will love it.
I think that what it is, what's really great about it, is it shows a real comic, and I think a lot of people are there, like you said earlier. He just wears it on his sleeve, so
Right on.
everybody knows about it.
Right on.
And so when you see this, it's like, oh my god! And I'm just telling you, Brody's biggest problem in life is that he wants some kind of woman in his life, and I'm telling you,
2
if
episodes
this-
on that, man, where he's like,
if
would it be nice
he
to have a
does-
companion? Yes.
So, and there are going to be girls that want to take care of him.
Mm-hmm.
He is going to meet some nice girl. He probably will blow it at first.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
But here's the thing that's
No, you're wrong,
That's
Frida.
You don't get it.
Here's the thing that's so interesting about what you're saying, Don, is that he really on this is in particular the 2 episodes where he's talking about dating and him and his mom do the dating profile thing. He really is saying who he is, what exactly he wants, the type of person he is, and the type of person that he needs. He's saying that on an HBO show.
Absolutely.
That's exactly what's going to come at him.
He could say blah 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 on an HBO show, and he's gonna get laid.
Exactly, but you're going to get a lot of yahoos coming that way.
Wait a minute. That sounded like there was a lot of hatred
Yeah.
in your voice there. Man, you
Exactly.
really
What
want him
Sounds
dead.
like somebody wants Brody to
no,
die.
Is there a past with you and Brody? Is there ever a
Hashtag you're dead to me,
disagreement,
Brody.
or
No, not at all.
Your hatred is just towards
I've known
reality
Brody a long
television.
time, and I really like him. And I didn't know he had a reality show, and I just hear reality, and I think fake bits, kind of like
Wasn't. Not at all.
What's your problem with popcorn, really, bro? You know what I mean? That kind of stupid shit. That you
I've
always
got a problem with popcorn.
Yeah.
Don't like it at the theater. Don't like it at home.
So it's about him being a stand-up.
It's
Yeah,
about,
it's about
what
him
he's
being a
gone
stand-up,
through.
the meltdown at UCLA.
Oh, I love it. I love it. That's
Him
great.
going to therapy, getting his shit back together. They do send him like because Galifianakis is in every one, so he'll be like,
Hey, look what I found, guys.
oh, nice, whatever it is.
No way.
Oh, nice.
Get the fuck
All right.
out
Okay,
of here.
Cupid.
That's he
profile.
did a dating
Brody,
profile.
his new
Went on a
friend.
date on one of them.
Born and raised in the San Fernando Valley, good guy
More
who
parks.
works
818
God.
till I
entertainment
die.
industry.
die.
Can I read the what I'm doing with my life in his
Yes,
voice?
yes. Lived in Seattle and New York City. Went to Arizona State for college. Did I mention I'm a good guy? I was a good guy.
What I'm
Wait, he put
doing.
I was. He was a good guy.
This is an art
Go,
project.
Tony. I wanna
Here's
hear it.
what I'm doing with my life, people. Pushing forward with positivity. I'm a comedian out there on the streets of Hollywood and roads of America, sharing my gift of providing laughter for others. I've been a showbiz survivor for 18 years. Time to buy property! Exclamation point.
But he like reconciles with Chelsea.
Yeah, but I'll tell you this: I don't think
good.
Chelsea
Wait.
came off looking good.
She looked like a cunt.
She looked like
bitch.
heartless.
She looked like shit too. She's like
But
only
kudos
22
to her
years
for
old.
doing it.
Yeah, but she's
Well, but that's through
it's like
Zach.
HBO and Zach.
Right,
you know.
right. But
I
she
didn't
didn't
think
have
she
to do
She
it.
didn't look that bad though. She seems.
Oh, she seemed very mean.
I thought
to
so,
a guy
too.
that's
Wait,
having
who
a
just
problem.
said she was 22? Wait, what?
She did.
I did. I said
They had,
she's you know, I mean they say she's whatever age they say she is, she doesn't look it.
Who?
She's in her 40s.
No, she's not. No, she's not. She's
How old is she?
37.
Whoa.
37?
Look at who's a
She's
big
37.
supporter.
That's in
Oh,
her-
goes
She'll be
back to
38 in
Kate.
February.
Somebody doesn't want
Everything
Chelsea
about
to
your
die.
case. I know it. They want Brody
Somebody's
dead.
ready for that panel
Somebody-
audition.
I like Chelsea. I'm a fan.
You were on the panel, weren't you?
I was on the panel. Yes.
Oh, there you
What'd
go.
you
Then
talk
I was
about?
right.
So check this out. Going back to his profile, the first things people usually notice about me are my eyes, shoulders, and stage presence, as well as my dark Eastern European features
European
and mannerisms.
My dark Eastern
European
European
spelled
mannerisms.
Yes, he doesn't have an O in European.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
you know what's like great?
That's not
Is
good.
watching Brody when he's getting the crowd warmed up, because I've always it's the arms around.
Oh, I love it.
And then it's the microphone under the arm.
It's unbelievable.
Yes.
He's the crowd warm up for the burn.
Yeah, I know. I was there.
Is he did one? Is he going to do all of them?
Oh yeah, he's
hopefully.
amazing.
Okay,
too.
check this
So
out. The
funny.
6 things I could never do without: my favorite underwear, sharp razors for shaving, my iPhone, Daisy our dog, Major League Baseball, and stand-up comedy opportunities.
What about
Opportunity.
By the way, I
what
love.
about kettlebells?
I'm surprised
yeah,
kettlebells weren't on there.
Kettlebells.
Him doing yoga in the parking lot was very funny.
If you notice in that, he said our dog Daisy, which that's his mom's dog.
His mom really comes across as
He's
so
basically
sweet.
inviting a woman to come
I'm
live
just so
with
happy
him
for
and
him.
his
He's
mom.
such a good guy. He's been through so much in like in a while. That
I remember when I would we'd get in our arguments, and I remember sending out pictures of his dog. My dog's a faggot. He's gay. Why would you do that? Daisy's not gay.
How much of that now? You might not even say it, but like you two getting into it. Now, throughout the years, I've seen you guys get into some real epic going at
Oh,
it. How
yeah.
much of that is legit, and how much? Because I understand you have a tendency to enjoy pushing people's buttons. I don't know if you know this about you. It might be a
I'll
character
ask Danielle.
defect.
Danielle?
What? Do you have a tendency to want to push people's buttons?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never been privy to it.
Okay, see, Danielle, who hates everyone you've mentioned before that.
You might be in the good on that right now. You haven't given a reason to hate you yet. But so how much of that is like you just keep hammering until he breaks, and how much is that?
The truth,
Brody
the
really going
honest
along
to
with
God
it?
truth is this. I truly think that I see an area where Brody is as funny as he can possibly be. When Brody is the victim,
Yes.
there is nothing funnier.
100% agree.
Brody does not understand that. So I try to lead him to become the victim. Like when we would do the band.
He's a mentor.
I don't funny. I because you see, I have a vision of how I can use Brody in a project that I'll do.
Right.
And that's what I'm seeing, because I don't mean to hurt him. And and I'm the first guy. I went to the hospital twice. I mean, I had
you
Dave
guys are
Rath.
very close.
Dave Rath called me and was like, "We just can't talk to him. We just can't do it."
Yeah, they talked about that.
They used
in
your
the show.
photo throughout the whole entire show.
Yeah.
I noticed. That was a good photo.
So it's like I adore Brody, and I'm very, very happy for him. I just worry because I think that right now he's thinking he's on top again, and that's what happened before. He really
You
hit
think
that.
this could make him manic?
That's the reason I've been nothing but nice, and I've been trying to do podcasts with him, talk to him, get him to be my friend, and put some trust in me, because I don't want to see him go down.
Yeah,
I really don't.
Brody is my friend.
Yeah. He is.
It's funny. Women comics do not care about each other that much.
Well, women don't care
you'll
about
never...
that's just women in general. Women are very catty. When we do the Naughty Show, Sam and I do the Naughty Show, and we'll have like two. We'll be bringing like an adult film star to the podcast where there's another one meeting, and in the car she's like, "Oh, she's gonna fucking be there. And me and Sam would be like, do you know her? Not really, but I know her fucking what she does. And then in 10 minutes they're like exchanging numbers and they're friends. But women are just really competitive and territorial and that sort of thing. So comedically, and it's a smaller piece of the pie that women have to share or feel like they have to share when it comes to stand-up. It's more competitive for women in the stand-up world than it is for men, and there's way more men.
Yeah. Porn stars are different than regular women, though, I think.
Porn stars are different
in
than
some
comics.
ways.
Yeah.
In some ways,
different.
that can be written.
Not much.
Not much.
I don't know how different they are from comics, but
not much.
That's pretty close. It's a fine line.
Yeah, I think so.
We both get fucked.
Who's got a funny T-shirt on?
Me.
You do.
PeteeC and Don Barris. Hello.
What's yours say?
I got Tony Clifton on mine.
Okay.
Ashtray.
Best bud. Get it? It's a marijuana reference.
Oh, because it's like a Best Buy shirt.
I thought it was a Best Buy shirt.
I thought it was a Circuit City shirt.
I thought it was actually a Best Buy shirt.
No.
Oh, nice.
Davey, how'd the show go, Davey?
Went pretty well.
It was great. It was
pretty good.
It was great.
It was good.
Where did Randy fly away?
Randy is looking for one of his engagement rings fell out of his pocket, so he's looking for it right now.
Good one. Shit. Good one, Randy.
Good one. Way to go. Way to go, Randy.
Actual silver ring. He lost it.
Yep.
Nouveau ring.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. We had a lot of the people in the aisles. We had a lot of the people in the seats. There was a lot of people. We had all of them.
That's how you do that.
People were laughing in the aisles.
There.
They were rolling.
That's how you do it on the road, Pete.
Yeah.
What?
Just throw the joint across the room like fuck it.
Well,
There's no passing. You get burnt, homie.
Redban, have you mentioned to everybody that they need to clean up after themselves?
No.
Have you mentioned that?
No.
I'm going to make that announcement.
Here?
Yeah, because every time he comes in the next day after an Ice House Chronicles, the place is a fucking shit
Well,
store.
look at Susie Homemaker
It's
trying to
like-
help
Yeah.
out.
You know what?
That's right.
I feel like this conversation was had earlier. when
It
we
was.
went around.
Well,
okay.
it's like I come in like a couple days after one of these Ice House Chronicles. Like I haven't had a podcast in a day or two, and all the hamburgers and all the nachos have
There's
this
like a
blue
dead
mold
hooker with fucking
all
cigarettes
over
put
it.
out in her
I
pussy.
saw that earlier today.
It's like, it's fucking a nightmare. Just throw your shit out.
By the way, Brody, if you ever do listen to this, you might want to change your photos. These photos that you chose for your OK Cupid,
he has
crazy.
You know what? Can I tell you this?
Hey,
Go
look
back
at this
to
one.
Hey, I'm not gay. Playboy.
Look at this next one. What the fuck are
For dating? For dating?
for dating.
He's like, I have an iMac.
That one, I swear to God, you know
do
who, right there,
features.
that picture right there?
Yeah.
He looks like Robert William Aprovaya. If you put it right there, because
know
that
who
same
that is.
smile that
I don't know who that
It's
is.
an
But
art project.
that seems like all of the.
Store, the crazy guy that goes.
I don't go to the Comedy Store.
why not?
Why not?
What?
Ooh.
You are a negative than that.
Everything.
I don't go to the.
Why don't you go to the comedy
Club.
store?
I don't like the Comedy Store.
Why is that?
I just don't like the vibe there. I mean, I don't mean like
Why do
something
most
that-
women feel that exact way?
I've talked to men that feel that way too.
Pussies.
I don't know. I think it's just you either are into it or you're not. And I'm just not that into it.
I'm kind of in the middle, actually. So
Yeah,
I'm not-
I just
I'm not
don't. I
into
just
it or
don't.
not.
It's
I'm kind of,
nothing bad ever. I mean, I didn't get raped there yet or anything, but
Yeah.
I'm glad you said yet.
Yeah, well,
Stop by
anything's
tonight.
possible.
Is
Exactly.
there a fear of that?
a fear of being raped? No,
Yeah.
no.
What do you think if there's one thing that should be changed? One thing.
Wow.
That's a great question.
It's one thing that could be changed.
The pooping your pants thing?
No, I think if they painted it a lighter color, I would
What?
be
Are you
happier.
serious?
Fuck that.
I don't know.
That would be the biggest. That would be the biggest thing that you would change.
No, it's just I can't.
Like
I need to
gray.
think about that a little bit because it's just a vibe. It's something I feel when I walk in there.
You don't like.
Kinda
Maybe
s-
it's haunted. I think
Kind of
this is
smells
haunted.
cummy. There's kind of,
There is a semen smell.
There's a kind
in
of
the
a
back
cummy smell.
hallway.
I can honestly see why that would be. I mean, it is run. There's a lot of things that go on, and a lot of guys are very anti-woman. If
That's
a woman's
never-
around,
That's
anyway.
No,
okay.
that's not any.
No, the store has a special.
By the way, you know what that was?
You get to-
that was putting the ball in the tee to get the answer we needed.
You go to any comedy club though, where a bunch of comedians are hanging out, first of all, there's more men than women in comedy, like
Correct.
to a huge number, and that's what plays a role in.
Okay,
all the
but I know what she's saying.
Female comics.
Can I just say this?
I don't hang out with anybody that hates female comics.
No,
at the comedy
I'm
store.
not saying. I didn't say that.
No, I know.
That's not my issue there.
And you
but-
didn't say you wanted Brody
I
dead
was actually
either.
disagreeing with Don.
But she
I just
hinted
don't
that she
think
wanted
that
Brody
there's
dead.
a lot of people that hate female comics. There.
I'll tell you this. This is what it is. It's not about hatred towards female comics. What it is, it's about that place is very territorial.
Mhm.
And there are people, and it's very hard to get in. There's
Well.
really?
I'm a agree
Yeah,
with her
have you
on
seen
this
some
one.
of the names that have been put on the
Tommy
wall
has
lately?
greenlit
we're not, but we're talking about what
That place used to be hard to get in.
Yeah.
No,
do
but what
you mean
it-
in with the crowd that works there, in with
Yeah.
the comics there?
Oh,
or in
because
with
all those people
yeah.
that are past usually
Oh, I
that's
see what
the
you mean. I
reason.
thought you meant getting past. You're saying to get in.
Yeah, to get in
Yeah.
and to be part of that thing,
Correct.
and that which leads to getting past. There's
Well,
a,
I'm friends with a lot of comedy store comics, a lot, and I still don't feel good. Like I go there and I see a lot of people that I know, and I have, it's not the people as much as it's.
I'm sorry.
No, please.
Are there people that you dislike? You don't have to name anybody.
Absolutely.
I mean, that
No,
if you saw them anywhere else,
You can name them for real.
No, absolutely. There's absolutely people. But if I go to any comedy room, there's going to be at least a few people that I'm
Right.
like, meh.
no, because I don't
Yeah, but
think that's
everybody's
fair.
like that, I think.
I don't think it's fair.
I think it's a great place.
What don't you think is fair?
But here's what I believe that it is, and which is very nice. That there are clubs. There are three kind of big clubs in Los Angeles:
The Ha Ha Cafe,
the Laugh Factory, the
Flappers.
Improv,
Flappers,
and the Comedy Store. They all have different vibes.
Aren't we at the Ice House right now?
And the Ice House.
Yeah, but this is Pasadena though. He's
Right.
talking
Yeah,
about
I'm
like
talking about
Hollywood.
Los- yeah, that's exactly what I meant.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good save. Yeah.
But I will say this:
But if you ever go to Pasadena,
there's no better place than the Ice House.
That's true.
Can I ask you a question?
But you were saying there's three clubs.
No, and I think that each one has its own little vibe.
Yes.
I think that it's almost like, all right, it's like the smoking section, the jock area,
in the Coke room.
You know what? You just nailed it. Here's what it is. The Laugh Factory has no scene because there's no place to hang out. So you're really talking about the Improv and the Comedy Store. The Improv, to me, is industry. It gives me a creeps in a whole different way. I don't like going to the Improv either.
Yeah.
Because it's a bunch of suits and a bunch of people who are getting pushed through the system who aren't necessarily ready to be pushed through the system, in my opinion.
Are you saying at the Improv it's people that do terrible things at their houses, and at the Comedy Store it's people who do terrible things at the Comedy Store?
Yeah,
Quite possibly the best way to sum it up.
And at the Laugh Factory, there just aren't people there doing anything.
Yeah, the Comedy Store is the one place that you can socialize with other comics, and it's like there's a party going on, and sometimes the party's fucking dark, and sometimes it's not, and sometimes
When
you're
isn't it
included,
not?
and sometimes you're not.
Yeah. Eventually it gets there.
Yeah, but there's also I'll tell you something about the store, and I think if I was gonna nail one thing, it's a crazy magnet, and I don't even mean
That's
the
what I like
comics.
about it.
Like I mean, there's like groupies that come there, and there's always like a group of like 3 or 4 girls every couple of years that come in and nail everybody, and then and then they're gone, and then a new fucking swarm comes in, and whenever I come in there, it's always like, oh, here's fucking fuckface again, who's she fucking tonight, you know what I mean? And it's just like I don't know.
Name names.
Well, yeah,
No, you don't need to name names.
Know,
I can
we
tell you
know
this.
who they're fucking.
There's-
It's the same.
There's
the four
a, there's,
horsemen.
a, there's a leader that came out there and made the place much more.
Some of the whores have picked up some stragglers.
Well,
Jason Thibault.
There's hey now.
What's that mean? Well, there's hatred in that. You want Jason dead.
That was a name.
There is a new. But since we got the new manager, a lot of the sexual escapades have stopped.
Who's the new manager?
Adam Egan.
That was a joke.
Adam eBay.
Yeah, because he just took them all upon himself.
Oh, that's not nice to say.
What? I'm
Even as a
just
joke.
joking.
Even as a joke.
It's not nice to say that he gets laid.
Every single night, he just gets raked over the coals for it.
Adam, what are you doing here?
What do you mean? I'm just trying to do my job.
Well, his last name is eBay.
No.
Egan.
Okay.
Egan? Right?
Egat.
It's
Egat.
Egat.
I like
But-
eBay. as well.
Yeah, I dubbed him that. I dubbed him that. Adam eBay.
Adam eBay.
I don't know why he calls me that.
Windorphins.
You know the other thing about the store is that when you it's a clubhouse. So when you go up at like the Improv or the Laugh Factory, like other comics don't watch your set. No one talks about it. No one gives a fuck. They're all in their own
At the
thing.
store?
At the store, you go up and it's like other comics will watch you, and then it's like, oh, she did well. She fucking ate it. Like they talk. You know what I mean? It's very like it's too inside or something. I don't know.
It doesn't also matter less too because of that. It's sort of a thing where that's sort of generally considered to be okay because it's a place where you can do that, and it's not like there's no suits, so there's no ramifications.
That's true.
You feel
but you know what? It is like a dojo.
If you feel like you're friends with those people who are judging you. If you don't, then you're like, oh.
But
you know
even,
what I mean?
even if you're not
or if
friends
the people
with them,
judging you
they're
fear
still
you.
comics, as opposed to being the public or someone in the industry. So
but
it's
if
still
you, I mean, I don't know any I mean, for me, I care more about what other comics. I could give a flying fuck.
Well, you said
what
that with
industry
hatred.
thinks of me.
Yeah.
I really could. For me, it would hurt me more to have a comic who I respected say something against my comedy or like or whatever or not like me, and
Right.
you know,
That's just one
then I
person,
would have
though.
an
Yeah.
industry. Yeah, no, I know, but I'm just saying on a level like for me.
Like if you had to pick your poison, you would rather have
Yeah,
that,
if there's
the
if
suit
there's-
not get you than another comic that you respect not get you.
Exactly. Like if I'm in a room with people and there's industry in the audience and comics in the back, I'm playing for the back, and that's just where I'm at. You know what I mean? I mean that's just where I'm at. You know, and maybe that's not the way you should be, but
You know what?
You know?
It's whatever path you want to take.
Thank you,
And I
Don.
think, and I'll tell you the truth. I think that's the good path because you know what? There's a way. Somebody once told me this when I first got out here. There's two paths you can take. You can go the path that is kind of the beaten path that people have done. You can be generic. You can do the road shit. You can do everything you're supposed to do absolutely perfect. That's an easy path, and you can move ahead faster. But the beaten path is where everything pays off a lot bigger. Because if you're creating something, if you do the same jokes that everyone else has done, who gives a fuck?
Mhm.
Who cares, man? And that's the thing. I think that the difference between the Comedy Store and the Improv, you'll see a lot of people at the Improv. That's what they're doing. They're trying to get that 6 minutes on some fucking national TV show. And if you look at who's going on national TV right now, I mean, I happen to watch quite a bit Jimmy Kimmel because I work there, so I see
Jimmy Schubert show.
No, it's not.
are they still doing stand-ups on that show?
But they seldom ever do it.
Right.
They never do it.
They
Why,
never,
why is that?
Because I hate to say it, in some ways it's a dying fucking art.
Oh, no,
You think
it's
stand-
definitely. I think it's.
What do you think? Stand up?
dead.
Stand up because you got to be creative because what they're used to now, the public has been force-fed fucking reality shows or like playing them in the moment type of thing for so
And they're
long.
cheap as shit to make.
Absolutely, and not. It's just it's a wonderful time. If you have an idea, you can actually get your ideas made now.
Mhm.
That's because of guys like Redban.
I've got several movies.
I know you do, and
That
none of
Redban
them will
show.
ever be made.
But you know, I always have this argument where people are like get down on comics that are like they consider to be generic or whatever. And believe me, I have my 1,000 opinions about different comics and their sets and whatever.
Like what?
But when
Give me one.
No,
Give me one.
I will not.
Name names.
No,
Name
I won't.
names.
But
Name
in the
names.
long but in the big scheme of things, I understand as a comic that like. I actually don't think any of these people are planning to be generic. I actually think that that's their
What they are.
like that's what they decided. That's the comedy they wrote. That's their voice. That's what they think is funny. And it just so happens to fall into the category of what the industry likes and can put on TV.
Well,
it's
yeah.
like, for me, I would love nothing more than to make fucking money as a stand-up. If I could be clean and funny and be on television and be on Conan or whatever, I would love to do that.
Kimmel.
It's
Say
not
Kimmel.
a choice.
Say Kimmel.
Yeah, well, they don't really. It's
Yeah,
not
well,
a
just say it
choice
just for-
to
works
do
on
what
the
I'm
Jimmy
doing.
Schubert
You
show.
know,
No,
it
it's Jimmy
just
Kimmel.
is what it is. You know, I don't feel that I have the choice
Yeah, you
to
do.
be something
Yes,
different.
you do.
I've tried, and it doesn't really work.
Let me tell you why. Well, let me say this. It might be if you're going to take the beaten path, it's much easier. But if you go off, you got to discover something. You got to make your own thing happen. You got to some way bring people to you because you know what? It's always funny. Anyone that I've ever seen make it, like a big name comic that's made it,
They've gone to him.
no, what their first thing that they do is they come out and behind their back before they make it, everybody rips. Oh, they suck. They're this. They're that. Anybody can do anything. You know, you don't have to. If you enjoy playing basketball, maybe the highest you ever go is you're in the rec league. But if you enjoy it, if there's a comic that does generic shit and just feels good about that, who gives a shit?
Exactly.
Who cares? It's just that I'll say this. There's mostly people that don't break that bond and like, wow, let's open our minds and see something different. That's why I think that the improv, and nothing against them, I don't care because they've got people, they run it their way. I think that it's great that the Comedy Store does have this biting image that what the fuck happened tonight? Mm-hmm. And I think that's great. And I think that, you know, how many times, you know, and when we were talking about Brody, I love Brody. I really love him, and I would protect him. But what I see is this. The Comedy Store, here's a playground that has been made into, especially late night, where people can just fucking play off comics. And there's things, and Brody's in there. Sometimes Brody's great, and sometimes Brody isn't. Mm-hmm. But it's when you set this vibe, and that's what I'm trying to get out of them. Mm-hmm. I mean, I think that it's really fun. You've participated with me before, and you were great. Mm-hmm. You were great.
Thank you, Don.
I really mean it. I remember...
That's where I first saw you, actually.
That's where you first fell in love with me at Barris Kennedy Overdrive.
You know what? Because you came out and you went for it.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. There was no... And, you know, and I went beyond my... As far as I could go to know that, hey, you're going a little crazy. Don't worry. You're going to be safe. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to make you... I'm not going to try to rub a dildo against you or something.
Right. What happened with Blue Iris?
What do you mean? She died.
Yeah, I mean before that. Before
she died. When did she die?
A few years ago.
A while. A couple years ago.
But
I mean, yeah, you had her on stage.
With what?
It's not
doing things because you got to understand this. Well, she was in the Ding Dong Show, but I don't know what you're. So I became. What I did is I brought that kind of like she wanted to be something different, and when she told me that she had done porn in her 60s. Okay, you know what? That's funny as hell. Yeah. You're going to get more people that find that funny. And I encourage that. Called her dirty names and let her be a fucking whore. Mm-hmm. But you know what? She got on Stern. And that was the biggest thing in her life. She had more fun doing that. She felt more special than anything. Mm-hmm. And I thank Howard Stern from a distance on being so nice to a woman. And he was always a gentleman to her. Mm-hmm. And so I'm very happy. She got as far as she could with her talent level.
When you get ding-dongers, when you find them, when you get them, and they come to you, and you know, it's kind of like how you're talking about all these crazy people that come to the Comedy Store, you know, they can gravitate towards. Wait
a minute, hold on just a second. Where are you going?
Some Canadians want to take a picture with me.
Bring the Canadians in here.
Is the show over?
Hey, we bring the Canadians in here.
In the main room?
I don't know.
Was there a lot of people outside when you came in, Josh?
All right, we're sorry to interrupt you. Go ahead. I'm sorry, and you were on a good point.
What quality do you look for? Because a lot of people are like, I want to be in the Ding Dong Show, and you're like, I've seen you be like, nah. And I've seen you chase people and beg people to be in that won't do it, and I've seen people just come and go. What quality do you look for the most?
Okay.
Like, when you see someone, you're like, that guy can be a ding dong.
Okay.
What's the main?
I have
quality?
A show that I use people that are different but want to be in show business, and don't have a great deal. And some of them do, some of them don't. But what they do, they just enjoy having fun, and this is good for them. So what I do is this: I see what they can do. I see what I can get out of them. Uh-huh. Because in the Ding Dong Show, I'm like playing chess, and all the cast members are my moves. I know that I can get this. If I want, I can get a guy who, in his mind, honestly believes he can control the weather. And he has written letters to the United States government saying that I have the powers. I can.
Who's that?
His name's Tennessee Ernie Tuxedo.
Okay.
There was a woman in the show.
Of course it is.
That she called herself Mother Nature.
When it was raining, I remember one day it was raining, and you're like, you just let him know, and he was so proud that it rained that day, you know, because he was positive that he made it rain.
But you know what I would do is I would tell him, yeah, he never told me it was going to rain. You were right. You said it was going to rain, and it did. Yes, I know that. But this is a guy that I could go on, but it's like. Because he really wants to do something. He really wants it more than anything. And it's not about goofing with this guy. It's about setting him up
to be himself.
To be himself, and people accept him. And I made a movie with it, and I'm telling you, that was with Blue Iris and all these people. people that saw it cried. They basically cried because in the movie itself, it started out, you see these people, and your first thought, these aren't the type of people I normally hang out with.
That is an understatement.
Yeah, of the
Tony, is that the
century.
understatement of the century
He's
or
like,
what?
these flaxseed chips are great.
But what ends up happening is you start following them and you hear their stories, and it's like, oh my God, they love doing this. They love it. And they love me. And I mean, I'm not trying to, but in the realm of a story, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
So you start like, you start pulling for these people. And then at the end, it doesn't work out well. And you start seeing them. But I mean, I've watched people watch it and start crying. Because you become invested in the characters a little bit. You pull for these people.
What's the name of the movie?
It's never released. It was the Ding Dong Show. And what it was is I got in an argument with somebody that was producing it. And I said, the most important thing to me, and I can say this here because some people will know, is this Robert William Aprovia. Because he is an amazing guy. He's been at the Comedy Store since 1977. And he's been the closing act at the Comedy Store. And what's sad in a way is his mind is slowly, he's losing it more and more and more. And you're watching this, but he really believes, he believes he was going to take over for, hey, what's happening? For Johnny Carson when the Tonight Show was over. These are the Canadians. Fuck
yeah.
Fuck
Canadians
yeah.
in the house, everybody.
Canada.
What's up, brother? How are you, man? Good to meet you.
So anyway, my amazement
Welcome,
with let's say creative characters came from this guy, and because Mitzi was working on the show with me, she told this guy, "I want you to be part of this."
Hey, Don.
Yes.
I think you need to ask these guys some questions. These are the Canadians that are here from out of state to see Death Squad.
Out of state?
Out of state?
Out of state. Out of the
It's out of
country.
state. I didn't lie.
Oh, by the way, I should get going in a second.
How you doing, eh?
What do I want to ask them? Yeah. You guys love to fuck, because I saw you earlier. And I asked you, you love to fuck.
What part of Canada are you
Love
from?
fucking. Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada.
Wow.
Nice. What if right now...
The 553.
Let me ask you this.
Honestly,
See that?
saved me through university this year. Like, this was the one thing that got me by.
Oh, really?
Oh,
I
being in
love your
Death
guys'
Squad?
shows, and the fact that you guys do it for free, means a lot to a university student.
It's killing us, bro.
Nice.
It's killing us, but we're glad you like it.
Did you go to Humber College? I've been there.
Yeah,
It's a
University
real
of Manitoba.
Are you doing a fake voice there?
No.
No, that's my real voice.
That's fucking great.
Do you know Derek
That's
Bugard?
fucking great.
Do you know guy?
You know Derek Bugard?
No.
He plays hockey. His brother killed someone.
Sounds like you just named every Canadian right
Do you know,
now.
do
His
you
brother
know-
played hockey and he killed someone. That
Do you
sounds
know
like a lot of Canadians.
Guy Madden, isn't he from? Is that the name of the director from Winnipeg?
I've heard the name before, but I don't know him personally.
This guy's undercover.
Undercover
The
Winnipeg.
Saskatchewans are crazy, right?
Whoa.
Saskatchewan.
All right, I can't ask the guys
That's
questions.
where Derek Bugard is from.
Yeah,
I can't
they're
ask
crazy.
them. Can I ask them questions
He's
before they go?
6'9".
6'9"?
He's 6'9". Was an enforcer for the Minnesota
What's up,
Wild.
Don
but-
Barris?
God
You're
damn,
my
that's a big
favorite
fucking-
comedian at the
Yeah.
comedy store, Ding Dong Show.
Really? How do you know that?
Because you're fucking famous, Don.
You're so famous, man. I love the Big Three podcast. Scary Perry, Mole.
Look at that. They're fans, Don.
It's just the way you say mole is the best thing in the world. You say mole. Let me hear you say mole.
Mole.
Say, all right, here's what I want you to say. Can you say a few sayings for me real quick?
I know what one of them
Absolutely.
is.
All right, here. I want you to go first. All right, the first one is, could you pass me a glass of water?
Can you pass me a glass of water?
Okay, the second one. Can you direct me to the hotel?
Can you direct me to the hotel?
Okay, the third one. I'd like to cram my big cock into your cunt hole.
I'd like to cram my big cock into your cunt hole.
Cock.
Beautiful.
Cock.
Very nice. Very nice.
Well done.
Thank you.
Pick up
Sounds
some
like
jellies.
somebody's
Pick
gonna
up
be-
some jellies for Dad.
What time is it? I gotta
12:19 is my guess. Watch this. Boink.
And then I'll take a picture of you guys.
Dude.
12:19.
What happens here?
10:30. I should probably go. I gotta go. Hey, when you guys...
Have some pizza snacks before you go. Those flax
Hey,
pizza snacks.
Winnipegian.
Let me try one of those.
When you guys came... Sorry. When you guys came in, had the show let out?
I think the show's out, yeah.
The main room show?
Let me give you
The main room? Oh, I don't know about the main room show. Who's in the main room tonight?
Brad Williams.
Brad Williams.
He's funny. He's also nice.
Okay, let me get a picture with
Not bad.
Nice and funny.
Very nice.
Who's
Very
responsible
funny.
for this? Who's
Funny
responsible
yet
for
nice.
this?
That's
I think,
Redban's.
Not too
I think,
shabby.
I think Whole Foods.
Yeah.
Not
did
too
that.
bad.
That's where you get
At
that.
Whole Foods for lunch day. Expensive as fuck, but I felt good.
How much was it?
Like $65.
No, it wasn't.
4
For
pieces
lunch?
of sushi and a green machine.
You are.
All right, goodbye, Redban.
You're not being honest.
I think I overpaid. I tipped.
Okay.
No, I left for like a.
Wrecking the fucking place.
You
motherfucker! What are you doing here? You clumsy
Bomb
piece
Canada.
of shit!
We're bombing Canada. Bomb Canada. Release the hounds.
Where's Canada?
It's south of Mexico, I think.
There you go. Were you at the Comedy Store last night?
South of the border.
No, we weren't. No.
How long you guys
When
in
were you-
town?
We just came in yesterday, actually.
You should go to the Comedy Store tonight.
Right now.
I'm going right now.
Go to the Comedy Store right now.
Are you guys on a comedy vacation?
Yeah, go to the comedy
Go to
store.
West Hollywood. I'm
Go to
going
the
on. I
Comedy
close
Store.
out the
Look at
show.
Today?
Right now,
Right
yeah.
now,
I'm going
we're
out there
going
right now.
Can they be your official guests?
Yeah, you can get
we'll
in
bring
for
you-
free.
We'll get you on
VIP?
stage.
You can get in for free. I'll tell you this. I'll make you a deal. I can't say both of you, but I will have one of you eating pussy by the end of the night.
Whose pussy we don't know.
We don't
but-
know about that. Don't
yeah.
worry about that.
Could be a girl named Boone Shakalaka that's very pretty.
She's so.
I don't know why white people be watching Titanic so much.
Where are you going? You want to go to the Comedy
Does
Store?
anyone-
They're going to take you to the
Does
comedy
anyone
store.
want to buy a bag of lat brat
Okay,
pigs?
tell them how to get there. And
Yeah,
I'm
I
leaving
forgot
there right
about
now. I'm going to go. By the way,
I'll go with you.
Redban people, Death Squad, thank you very much. I appreciate you letting me come on here. Redban, before you leave.
All right, Don.
Thanks.
He's gone.
It doesn't matter.
This is a great fucking thing.
And you can say whatever you want. He won't hear you. He doesn't,
No,
he doesn't
but
listen.
But
to
it is
these. He
cool.
just throws them up.
I'm really glad that you guys let me play in this. And I
It's
hope
the
I didn't.
best.
I don't know how to do it very well without talking about myself. So I hope I did okay.
You really didn't talk about yourself much.
That's how you do it.
Really?
Great.
I think it is.
We primarily talked about Brody.
Yeah. Well, I care about the guy. It's nice to see you, Danielle. I
It's
meant
nice
what
to
I
see
said.
you, too.
You
Thank
were
you
always
very
very funny.
much.
I remember
Thank you
those
very
days,
much.
and you coming up and
Rebecca,
you're doing
you
a
go to the
great
store?
job.
Thank you
So
very
thank
much,
you.
Don. I appreciate it.
Well, and I'm sorry that you don't come by the Comedy Store.
I
All
do.
right.
No, I still come by.
All right, let's go from left to right. Josh, why don't you give your plugs out and where people can find you and all that jizzity jazz.
You can find me on Twitter at Josh McDermott. That's MITT. And my show, Retired at 35, on Wednesday nights, TV Land.
Ooh, good for you.
And that's it.
And that's the end of the show.
It's Simply Don 1 on Twitter, the Ding Dong Show podcast.com.
No, the Big Three.
Big Three
Podcast.com.
That's right.
Or simply down to podcastnetwork.com. But be my friend on Twitter. Why won't people ever be my friend? It pisses me off that Brody's got 28,000 people and I have 2,800.
I work it.
I have 2,800.
I follow you on Twitter.
Do you?
I do.
What am I doing wrong? Why aren't people interested?
I don't know. I only have. I have less than you, so.
You know what it is?
You're doing better.
You're concerned about your followers. That's what it is.
Yeah,
Yeah, if
but
you-
you're doing better. If you keep on posting
Really?
behind-the-scenes photos at the Kimmel Show, I think you're going to be
that'd
gold.
be huge.
I also heard that it doesn't matter too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Also, in the long run, who cares?
Yeah, really.
Somebody was telling me last night this internet thing is going to be passe and we're not even going to have it anymore. It's going to go back to phones real soon.
Yeah.
Well, it's even
just
like
a fad.
Going
It's
right
like-
back.
it's
Dude,
like
pay
even-
phones. Put your money in pay phones. You watch me.
That you?
Watch me.
Yeah.
I'll follow you.
The grid
There
will
you go.
collapse in 5 years. So it doesn't
2838.
matter.
Peak oil, chemtrails,
Got
chemtrails.
2838 now.
Just the other day I had 2,800.
Chemtrails and stem cells.
Every Monday, you can see Don Barris at the world-famous Comedy Store, 10 o'clock in the Belly Room for the Ding Dong Show. Check that out. Check out Aiko Tanaka, Sweet Mary Jane, Schizo Surfer, Tennessee,
Ernie Tuxedo.
It's the best
What about
thing
the
to
mattress
watch
guy?
ever. Yeah, no one talks
We've
about
had some
that.
problems.
He
with
laughed.
him.
Leeds, Matt Leeds
He
or
really,
something?
He went
Neil
off the
Leeds.
deep end.
He won't be beat, but
Neil
I'm not allowed to talk.
Okay, sorry.
I can't wait.
But you know what? Thank you, Redban. I'm going to go because I don't want to be late. But also, anybody, come on down late. If you're not in Pasadena and you can't come to one of the greatest clubs in the world, the Ice House, and you're in the Hollywood area, go to the Comedy Store late night. I'm there
It's
every
world
night.
famous.
We're there
Sure
till
is.
3.
All right.
Yeah,
Sorry,
and-
everybody. Give your promos.
Dr. Davey Johnson, star of the Bone Zone and all the fucking podcasts that you do.
Yeah.
Davey, you have the Tomorrow Show tomorrow?
Tomorrow, so every Saturday at the Steve Allen Theater at midnight. I'm doing a show Blam 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 at the R Bar. It's all alternative stuff. You'll probably see my naked ass. If you watch The Soup for the next 2 weeks, you'll see my naked ass blurred out. Running around there. Go to youtube.com/whatswhat to see one of the 103 episodes that we put up. Go to channel101.com to see Intimate Indiscretions to see my naked ass.
Yes.
On there, go to the Channel 101 screening at the end of the month.
I just grew a year older.
Making fun.
And other stuff. Follow me on Twitter at Dr. Davey, and I'll tell you all about it. I probably won't. I'm not good at promoting myself. This is the only time I've ever promoted. It feels embarrassing. Johnny! Johnny! Go see. I'll promote for Johnny. Rent 21 Jump Street. Rent In the Loop. Rent. Go see The Watch and buy pre-order tickets for This Is 40. Also, set your televisions to...
Stunned.
Tuesday nights on ABC.
Tuesday nights on ABC for the show...
Family Tools.
Family Tools, starring J.K. Simmons and one Mr. Johnny Pemberton.
Yeah.
Also playing at the Art Bar this Tuesday.
Am I? No,
I don't know. You should. Let's do a thing.
I don't know if I
Blam,
can.
blam, blam. Johnny and me.
And you can catch me on Twitter at Panda Express. That's PandaExpress.
Damn, you scored with that Twitter name.
I know. I fucking jumped the gun on those motherfuckers, and they're so pissed. They're trying to make me use my own, which is Johnny Pemberton, but I won't. I don't know.
How do you spell that one that they want you to use?
It's JOHNNYPEMBERTON.
Awesome.
Yeah. It's like my name, but slightly the same.
All right. And then, Tony, we got to actually talk about the finishing your story on your Twitter, because people will freak out if we don't finish the story of what happened to you.
Redban, let me plug a couple days because I got to roll. I'm leaving with Don.
All right.
Sorry about that. I'll be here at the Pasadena Ice House Thursday, the 16th of August. I will be at the Irvine Improv for 2 shows on the 21st, and then at the end of the month, the 30th to, I believe, the 3rd or 2nd, Sam Tripoli and I will be in Marco Island, Florida, doing
Great place.
4 stand-up shows and 2 naughty shows with Tara Patrick. So that should be a lot of fun. As always, the Naughty Show podcast and Punch Drunk podcast with me, Ari, and Sam. And thank you, Redban. Thank you, Death Squad. Thank you, everybody, for listening. And I'm going to the Comedy Store to watch Don Barris fuck somebody on stage.
Danielle Stewart, the Danny Stew.
At the Danny Stew on Twitter, DanielleStewart.com. I'll be at the Sacramento Punchline August 30th through September 2nd. Thank you, Redban.
Sweet. And all right, Tony, let's get to the bottom of this. Finish this story up. So,
So basically, the moral of the story is I was.
how'd it end? What was the what happened? What was the last thing that happened?
The last thing was I promoted the Death Squad show, and I said you guys might want to be here because I'll be here.
Real?
I'll be here, and he isn't,
Wow.
and he won't be here. As a promotional.
So you
thing.
left it as
That
a
was
promotion
That was
thing.
my thing. Yeah.
Wow. Jeff Dye just got used.
Hey,
What
I was just
happened?
very offended. And,
What-
and I mean, I feel like I could talk about it on here because he made it public on Twitter. So
Yeah.
What did he say?
It's a public
brought it
format,
up.
right?
Yep.
Did he say something mean about you?
Yeah, it was a whole thing.
he
He,
was just-
actually criticized a joke. He said I went overboard and that it wasn't funny. On Twitter.
Oh.
And
Really?
Something I
he-
didn't even think twice about. Something I say like regularly, and it's just a part of who I am.
I think he actually said he rented Overboard and it wasn't funny.
Why are comics fucking
Who was the other guy that did that
doing
recently
that?
to Dane Cook?
TJ did that.
TJ Miller, yeah.
Yeah.
That was lame too, I thought.
I think the entire thing of any talking about something out of context is just why.
Right. And especially, so I was really taken back
It's a
by
live
a guy who, considers himself a comedian, criticizing another comedian's joke on Twitter.
That seems really weird to me. Like, it's supposed to be this, well, at least I view it as this ground of, like, just be able to, shoot out jokes or funny thoughts or whatever, and it's the annoying people on Twitter that take it seriously and write back. It shouldn't be your, peers.
Right.
that are
Exactly.
like, actually, I'm offended. It's like, come on.
And it's already bad enough that comedians now at nightclubs are apologizing for jokes that they're doing. That's terrible. The audience has that much say
I don't think
that
that-
people are crossing
yeah.
the line. The worst possible thing would be another comedian doing it. There's no
Gosh.
line. lines were made to be crossed and experimented, and only dark night comedy clubs are places that you can do that at.
But it's like, do what every other comic does. Read the tweet, go, ugh, that was stupid, and keep it to your fucking self. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, to publicly say something back at you at something is just, to me,
Well, it was
uncalled
about
for.
something he said live on stage.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's even worse.
Yeah.
That's even worse. He
Yeah.
didn't even put it on Twitter. He tweeted shit-talking.
Shit-talking
He
about something
tweeted
happened last
shit-talking
night.
to me.
So everyone who's listening, tweet at Jeff Dye, J-E-F.
What if he was joking?
He wasn't.
What if he was?
He wasn't.
Did you guys talk about it?
I don't even
No,
know
it's
who.
impossible
I don't even
that
know
he
who
was.
he
I don't even know who the
is.
fuck he was.
Yeah, I
So I
don't even
looked him
know
up.
who
I
he
was like,
is.
oh.
I just it seems weird to me that he would say that because
That's
it
what I
seems
thought.
malicious in a way that I don't think him to be.
Brian,
really
can you
unnecessary.
can you read that tweet one more time?
The one that he wrote to you?
Right. I didn't think. No, let me remind you.
know.
I didn't think twice
Yeah.
about this. Like, I had no idea what this even meant.
Right.
It's weird.
So,
It's weird.
And
Jeff Dye wrote, and the winner for the most disgusting display of arrogance is Tony Hinchcliffe, # false sense of fame. And then he wrote back, wait.
Was he at the Comedy Store?
No, this was at the Hollywood Improv.
There's a lot of suits there. There are.
I think you misunderstood no whining. I'm
Not
telling
at this
you,
show,
you're
there
an
wasn't.
asshole. I think you misunderstood no whining. I'm telling you, you're an asshole.
He said that to you?
Yeah.
Yeah. After I said hashtag last comic whining.
Oh, good one.
him.
That's a good one. Maybe he's just jealous of what's going on in your career right now, and
That's
he just
exactly what
can't
it sounds like to me. But
handle
I
it.
don't think that going out on Twitter and calling out a comedian. Now, what's funny about
Well,
this
it
is
just
that
makes
he
it
has,
look like-
I don't know anything about anything, social media. I'm one of the last people always to catch up on social media, and I'm lucky enough to have like a couple thousand followers on Twitter, but I clicked on his thing because I'm like, why is he attacking me? And he has a verified account and 10,000 followers or something like that. But what's interesting is I never heard anything during this entire thing, but I kept getting mentioned in, so I would read the mentions on things that I'm tagged in of death squatters attacking him immediately.
So check this out.
Just from the entire
Well, that's how
Twitter
that works,
thing.
Check that. You guys are on a laugh at this.
So he added you, like he did at Tony Hinchcliffe, so you would
Oh
see
yeah,
it.
he said my name. He spelled out the name properly, and then he tagged me.
Check
in it.
this.
So it was
That's
very,
like passive aggressive
Oh.
bullying. It's
Oh,
like
yeah.
No,
if you're
check
gonna
this
talk
out.
shit, write the name out. Don't at you.
Check this out. We just got him. We just owned him. Death Squad Monkey Todd, as you guys know, a big supporter of Death
Oh, yeah,
Squad,
Monkey Todd.
wrote, Jeff Dye, I'm glad to hear you dusted up that hack Tony Hinchcliffe or whatever. He misspelled Tony's name, and the dude Jeff retweeted it. So this is our guy acting like, yeah, way to go to dusted up that hack Tony Hinchcliffe.
I think that guy
in fact-
said mean shit to me on Twitter once.
Monkey Todd?
Monkey
He
Todd.
called me a frat boy.
Well, now that you've been on Ice House Chronicles, he will quickly take that back.
I've been here before, and I don't know why he
So
said that.
Jeff Dye is
It's
still
weird.
going at Tony Hinchcliffe by retweeting fake tweets.
How long ago did that happen?
I don't know. An hour ago.
Oh, that's
And
great.
I love
You know what
that-
I'll do is I'll launch out all the tweets of people that said things to me.
I would say let it die. This needs.
Yeah.
Let it DYE. Let it DYE.
Oh, I didn't.
You're
wow.
welcome.
Oh.
You're welcome.
Come on, bro.
It's just so much fun.
Someone sharp. Follow me on Twitter.
I always do that. I always, no pun intended, actually not intended.
Sound like Davey Johnson
did you-
gave you that one.
Did you? Pete,
Yeah.
Did you promote
You're in my
your Twitter?
territory now.
No, I did not promote
Because
my Twitter.
I'm going to tell you, I've told you this before. Every time I see you, you're the funniest person.
Oh,
To me,
thanks.
you're the funniest person.
Yeah,
So
thanks.
You should say, what is your Twitter?
It's PeteeC, PeteeC.
Whoa,
At
say that
P-
again. Say that again.
PeteeC.
It's worth it.
PeteeC.
Okay,
It's worth
it's nice
it.
and short. That's good.
I've been a little
It's
slow
really
lately. I've
good.
been preoccupied, but thank you.
What, do you have a life going on or something?
Yeah, I got a girlfriend.
Oh.
Moving up, he went down to Florida, picked her up.
Not yet, but
Going down to Florida, going to pick her up.
All right, I gotta see what's going on with the show. Thank you so much, guys.
All right,
for having
guys.
me on.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for
Thank you,
everybody.
Jeff Dye.
Hey, and
Thanks.
real quick,
Yeah.
I just have to.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, Tom.
I never have anything to plug, but it's a really crazy weekend for me.
That's right.
Tomorrow night, everything's on Comedy Central. This Saturday, tomorrow night at 11 o'clock, the Jeff Rossros America tour. I went on this whole tour with him and helped write and put together this 1-hour special that he's releasing tomorrow night on Comedy Central, and I think it's fucking hilarious. He's really just making fun of people, and it's Jeff Ross at his finest. And then Sunday night, the Roast of Roseanne Barr.
I can't wait to see that.
I helped write for, and then Tuesday night is the start of the next 6 Tuesdays at 10:30 on Comedy Central is a show that I wrote and I'm very excited about called The Burn. That's hosted by Jeff Ross, and it's very edgy and fucking cool, and I think you guys will like it.
Tony Hinchcliffe blowing it up.
At
There
Tony
you go.
Hinchcliffe on
The most
Twitter.
disgusting display of arrogance.
Yeah.
How many times do you have a weekend with 3
Dude,
things,
settle
right?
down.
Amazing.
We get it, dude.
It's
You're
the first time.
famous.
It's the first time I've ever had any.
We get it.
Anyway, you're right.
All right, good job, everyone. I'm Brian Redban. Follow me on Redban. New Death Squad shirts coming out next Friday.
They're pretty badass. I saw the design.
See you guys.